them as gifts for holidays and birthdays.
Mhm.
One thing I started doing is actually carrying around a little bag of crystals with me all the time to hand out to people that I encounter as I go about my day. When a person who's down on their luck asks you for some spare change or a cigarette, you can reply, "Sorry, I don't have any change, but I'd love to share a crystal with you."
I've been watching this shitty fucking video for like past 4 hours at this point. This 30-minute video, I've somehow stretched it to like fucking past 3-4 hours. And you know, this I feel like is the most beautiful part of it. This is the part that I wanted to see more of. Oh yeah, some homeless guy asks you for some spare change, and instead of money, you give them crystals. But this is 1 hour. Buckle up. I don't know how many of the things I will have to shit on. I have ChatGPT here open just in case I don't know about a certain topic enough to make a quick search. And while ChatGPT isn't like 100% accurate all the time, 90% is probably good enough for most of these idiots. Give me the crystals. Let's go, baby. Okay, let's
Crystals,
start.
what are they? No,
Mm-hmm. They are
seriously, look at all these
rocks.
amazing structures and forms. They're beautiful, they're
Yeah,
powerful,
I
and
agree.
they're life. Crystals are the essence of
They
life
are not
manifesting
live.
within the earth.
They are not live. They, they not even 10 seconds in. I want to argue with those crystals. Oh my god. Not even 10 seconds into the video, and he's already doing bullshit. They are not live. They, oh my god. I'm sorry, but a stone does not reproduce. They are you weren't paying attention. Let me play the first 10 seconds again.
Crystals, what are they? No, seriously, look at all these amazing structures and
Mm-hmm.
forms. They're beautiful, they're
I
powerful,
agree.
and they're life. Crystals are the
No,
essence
they
of
are
life
not.
manifesting within the earth, the blossoms of the mineralogical portion of the earth.
They are not live, bro. I'm sorry. They are beautiful. They are pretty. They are, they are the best. I agree with you. But oh, like the crystal's life? Exactly. They're saying like the crystal is alive in some way, which they are not. I am sorry, bro. They are not live. They are rocks. They don't reproduce. They don't fucking live, man. God damn.
Recognition of these energies and forms of crystals can greatly benefit your personal.
What energy? What? I mean, I get the meaning, but this is not the good sentencing. Maybe, but like he's saying crystals have energies in them. What energies is he talking about, baby? Like,
Growth. It is a very basic consciousness, not as intricate or advanced as some life on Earth. Crystals definitely don't have the thinking capacity of humans.
literally about to see those mushrooms as crystals. Literally, he said basic consciousness. He brought up consciousness. He's not saying it's alive, as in you would say like everything has some form of life in it, some. Uh, like it's not a symbolic thing. He's saying it like they have some form of consciousness. I literally said consciousness. We literally said, yeah, he literally said conscious. I thought like their development or history. I mean, yeah, that is a very symbolic way to put it, but that's not how most of these people put it. They will start off in a way where it sounds like that, but no, that's not what they mean. No, 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 no. Don't be mistaken. About to debate with the crystal ring. Oh, let me know what it tells you. Like, I am sorry, but crystals are not alive. Okay? They do not have consciousness. Now, to be very fair, you can make the argument that something doesn't need consciousness to be truly alive. For example, you could bring up fucking cellular organisms, like even just bacteria and cells in your body, like they don't seem to have consciousness of their own. Uh, yeah, like bacteria, yes, but also they can reproduce in one way or another. They can reproduce somehow. They need something to sustain themselves and keep growing. They die in a way and they are born in a certain way. They aren't just these magical things that spawn out of the butt crack of Satan or some bullshit like that. I mean, like life is a subject debatable, but crystals being alive was never on the exactly. Like the thing is, you can debate the definition of life. You can say that life as a word should only be used for beings that have consciousness. In that case, yes, you cannot include something like bacteria, I suppose. But but you can also make it more broader and say like it's beings that have the capacity to reproduce and live in some way, in which case you will include bacteria as well. I mean, if it can't die, I don't know if I would count it as alive to begin with. Uh, to be fair, nothing really needs to truly die for it to be considered alive. For example, there is like a species of jellyfish that could be considered like, that could be considered uh, immortal technically, that could forever live. Okay. A condition that distinguishes animals and plants from inorganic matter. Oh, yeah, that's wow, wow. In theory, a lot of things could be immortal. Not a lot, but I suppose yes. Also, just the first sentence, inorganic and organic. Wow, I completely forgot about that. But yes, organic matter. It didn't even occur to me to say that. But yeah, if it's organic or inorganic. Oh my god. Including the capacity for growth, reproduction, functional activity, and continual change preceding that. Exactly. Exactly. It doesn't even include consciousness. This is a pretty good definition, I would say. I think this would qualify a lot of things as alive and that we would agree are in fact alive and dead. Lol, it raps, it does. Like, yeah, yeah, that checks out. Okay. Where is the definition coming from? Oxford. It's coming from fucking Oxford. But obviously, all the mainstream bullshit is fake. So let's see what they have to say.
Or even the biological reproductive systems of plants. But they are life. And today,
How? How? But they are live. How? How, brother? How? How are they live? You want to know the craziest thing? It has over a million subscribers. They have over a million subscribers on their channel. And fuck, people agree with them in the comments. They agree. Oh my god. Over 2 million views and everyone agrees. Goddamn, bro. Goddamn. It reminds me, we got French conspiracy theory movie called COVID. Lol so much. I don't think only people who agree though, but mostly. Yeah, I don't think it's only people who agree either, but it's mostly them. Like 90% of it is them. Which is insane, but let's continue.
I'm going to show you how this works.
Mm-hmm. Give me your evidence. Prove it to me that they are alive. I say, let's go. I say, let's go. I want you. Curse of Ra. You know what? I honestly say, let's go. I want you to prove to me that they are alive. I want you to prove science wrong. Okay, I want you to be the next Galileo. I want to be in the correct side of history. Okay, I want to advocate for something that future self of my generations will look at and they'll be like, you know what? Our grandfather was very ahead of his time. I actually want to hear their point exactly. Like, convince me otherwise, if you can.
Crystals are defined as being a mineralogical body with a characteristic internal structure and enclosed by a symmetry of plane faces.
Mm-hmm.
They are, however, much more than that. We've discussed before
Okay,
that
let's see
everything in the
why.
universe is a vibration, existing through many different frequencies at once. Our physical bodies are on this physical plane, but the sounds that we hear vibrate to a different frequency.
Wait. Yeah, that's again one of those things where like you have to research about it because that will include shit like quantum mechanics. Why was there six I mean, that's it. I didn't even consider that. I was too focused on what she was saying. But yeah, and I don't know if it's she, but like what they were saying. But yeah, why? Why are there six feet? I don't know shit about quantum mechanics. Neither do I. But we can just look it up. It's everything. Vibration. Just simple. In a sense, yes, everything can be thought of vibration or energy in motion. This idea stems from both modern and ancient philosophies. On scientific level, all matter is made up of atoms, and atoms are in constant motion. This motion can be seen as vibrations on the microscopic. So she is talking about vibrations like on a level that only a scientist will even see. Yeah, there were six dimensions on the graph. It's a fucking conspiracy channel. I will. That's the least fucking surprising part for me, honestly. For example, in quantum physics, the talks of atoms as a philosopher. For example, in quantum mechanics, particles like electrons exhibit both wave-like and particle-like behavior, meaning they vibrate on certain frequencies. I mean, yeah, that's true. I am gonna tell ChatGPT to only talk about fucking um yeah, just be scientific. Fuck, I can't spell that. Yeah. Okay. So she is right in a way so far. Let's
As with
continue.
smells and even thoughts, crystals also vibrate to many frequencies at once.
What what bullshit
To a
did she
different
just say?
frequency, as with smells and even thoughts. This physical plane, but the sounds that we hear vibrate to a different frequency, as
Mm-hmm.
with smells and even thoughts.
Does smell vibrate? Does smell that's she smells and thoughts. I mean, thoughts, I kind of get why she would say that because, like, your brain sells electrons to the other particles of your brain. I mean, it's atom in motion. Yeah, it's atom, but also it's just fucking electricity in your brain sending signals to create thoughts in a way. So that checks out to me to create activity in a brain. The brain like sells fucking neurons and other fucking cells from one part to another. It sends signals and stuff like that. Like, I'm just a layman, okay? I'm a normal person. I don't completely understand it. But that's my knowledge about this. And I think that's what she was referring to when she talked about your thoughts being a vibration. I don't, I am curious about smell though. Yes, in a way, smell can be considered a form of vibration, though not in the traditional sense of sound and light waves. Here's why it works scientifically. Smell is detected through the interaction of molecules with specialized receptors in our nose. When we smell something, we are actually detecting airborne molecules, odorants that vibrate at I mean, yeah, I guess our perception of smell counts. Exactly. Yeah, yeah, she's right so far. I don't know how that proves that, I don't know how that proves that crystals are somehow alive and they are sending you brain signals uh, to rub your asshole with them, but so that you can cure your cancer or something. But we're still just starting out.
Crystals also vibrate to many frequencies at once.
Mm-hmm.
Health is the natural state of any form in the universe. Considering the vibrational existence of reality, health comes when the frequencies of anything are in balance and harmony with itself. When patterns of energy are disrupted,
I mean, I don't know how it does it. About to sell crystal butt plugs. I mean, yeah, she's right. Like for health, you need everything in your body to probably align properly for the most part, but also like, you know, we don't have this kind of fucking aura, some fucking metaphysical goo coming out of our body that you are claiming that we have. She's right, but in the wrong way. Exactly. Exactly. We don't have this bullshit coming out of our body. I'm sorry, but imagine if doctors based your health on that. A full range of rainbow colors reflects good health. A perfect balance of every hue. Flowing lines without distortion shows the energy is balanced. What energy are you fucking talking about? Oh my god. Clear, vivid colors have positive energy. What energy? If my doctor pulls out that garbage, I might hang myself. Me too. Me too. What energy are y'all talking about? I've never seen this kind of energy, baby. My mind is open, but what are you doing? Okay, bulges and patterns show energy distortion. You know, yes, everything in universe is energy, but like, yeah, it can be considered energy, but not this kind of energy. It's it's that energy isn't flowing around you like some kind of fucking visceral goo or something. Even fucking fantasy books don't have that. Only cartoons have that, and even they use it to show like when something smells bad or something. What the fuck is this? A lack of solar colors. Orange, yellow, and how can you see that? How? An abundance of blue and green suggests depleted energy. Oh. Muddy, dull colors reflect negative energy. Oh my god. You might even say that it's a little bit inaccurate since if you are really that unhealthy, you will probably look very pale, which I will say is a color that is the opposite of muddy and dull. Uh, but you do you. If anything, you look more colorful the more unwell you are. Your face might be a lot more red, which is usually not the case with human beings. Now, I don't know what species you belong to, but you know, being more colorful, I would say, is probably a bad sign. Lol, yeah. Exactly. Like, what are you talking about? As a Namekian, I feel offended. I am so sorry for that.
Corrupted, we experience a state which we know as disease, which is a body that's not at ease. The resistant, discordant energy patterning is responsible for every negative symptom we
Oh,
experience, everything from headache to cancer. Crystals and gems
oh my God. Oh my. Oh my. Oh. Mm. The worst part is this is the kind of shit that get people fucking killed. It's these kind of beliefs that people have that like put them in the fucking 6 feet under grave. Oh, what can I even say? Like, it's when you start believing this bullshit that you're like, no, all doctors are wrong. I need this fucking blue crystal rubbed in my fucking rim of my asshole to actually heal from my cancer instead of actually going to a fucking doctor and getting a fucking surgery or some shit. Yeah, medical fears too. Exactly. It's like this fucking distrust of authority, which, like, I don't even disagree with. I agree with you. Hate the government. I see your point for hating I see your point for hating the authority, but like not this kind of authority, not the authority that is fucking saving your life. Hate the authority that is like fucking ruining your life. Like I mean, what can I even say? What can I even say? Dude, just
gemstones have a
it
vibration that
is
is
just
free of
what it
resistant
is.
patterns. They are among some of the structures in the physical dimension which have the most balanced, cohesive, strong, and intentional frequencies. Their unchanging physical structure is a reflection of their innate energetic pattern of balance and strength, which are incorruptible.
Oh, no, they are not unchanging. I I mean, you can break a rock. You can break a crystal. It's not fucking unchanging. You can melt one. They change fucking eventually, naturally. As time goes on, rocks start to fucking wither away. Everything starts to break as time goes on. Yeah, like literally, they always change. They do. It's just like, sure, they are not changing as fast as you would like, exactly, extremely slowly. But still, they do change. Like, you would need extreme mathematics and probably like extensive study in this field to actually be able to measure those changes, but they do change.
In the physical world, you pick up a crystal and feel it as something separate from you that you're just holding. But on higher
I mean, uh, I'm fucking picking up my mouse off my PC and I feel it is separate from me too. I'm picking up this napkin next to me and it is separate from me too. I'm holding a mic, it's separate from me too. Fuck, I can go and hug my dad right now and he will be separate from me too. What is this? Oh, I can hold a human being. I can pick up a fucking child and it's separate from me too. No shit. No shit. Something you are holding is separate from your own body. If it
Higher
was part of your own body, you would feel it. Hug your dog. Become one entity. True.
frequencies are actually interacting with that stone energetically. This interaction then
You are interacting with that fucking stone energy. God, it doesn't even have to do with energy. You are two different fucking entities. You are two different existences. I don't know what word to use. You are two different forms of matter, okay? One form is more solid, one form is maybe less solid. If I am holding a fucking bottle, that's a different form of uh, matter than if I'm holding a fucking rock. If I'm holding water in my hand, that's different from that. If I'm fucking holding a rock too. But like, it doesn't even have to do with energies. It's just like you are holding something different. It doesn't have to do with energies specifically that you found a difference for one. So I don't know what difference you're talking. Like, it doesn't have to do with energy. It's just different forms of matter. It's just different forms of existence. Like, energy or not, you will feel it's something different either way.
then causes changes to your structure
Weak
and psychology
affect
through your own
argument
energetic
indeed.
systems. It begins a process of rebalancing the energetic structure of your body, and in a sense, can help you heal.
Oh, oh, oh. Can you show me a proof? Like, can you show me a proof of it happening? Maybe, you know, can can you show me those energy forms? Huh? Can you show them? Can can I can I go out of my fucking room and see people covered with rainbow energy? Source, trust me, bro. It literally is though. And I know these kind of people will say like, okay, then can you show me the fucking source of atoms? Can you show me the proofs of atoms? We know atoms exist because we have literally created things with it. Bro, how the fuck do you think how the fuck do you think the World War II ended, huh? Where did you think the bomb got its fusion? Huh? You think that just worked into some fucking magical bullshit? They were doing quantum science there, okay? They were going even smaller than atoms. They were studying something that is way way smaller and baseline than atoms themselves on some magical goal thing. Start thinking or timing. Yeah, literally. Literally. That's what they think is the case. They will legit be like, can you show atoms? And like, maybe in a way you can. I don't know. I don't know if you can actually show atoms or not. I don't think you can see them with naked eye, but we have proofs of proof of them existing in a lot of other ways. We have proof of them uh, doing something, or we have proof of something being created with the help of atoms in a lot of different ways. You can't fucking see germs on your hand either. Yet I bet your sweet fucking ass you wouldn't put that hand into your shit and eat something with it now, would you? Huh? Do you know why people back in the day didn't have that long of a life expectancy? Because they did that shit, okay? Do you know why people have higher life expectancy now? Because we don't do that shit. Because we know shit like germs exist. We know shit like molecules exist. We have literally observed molecules. We actually have observed molecules. Sure, it is extremely hard. Actually, I think it's fucking impossible to do it with your naked eye. But, like, come on, bro. No, seeing them, no, seeing them separately, not with the naked eye. We sleep at 10 a.m. With them. Holy fuck, we might actually end up doing this for so long. But, like, you're seeing my point. Like, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Oh my god.
Now, consciousness is, of course, the determining factor of if you are going to be accepting of these new frequencies coming into your being through crystals.
Wow. Oh.
I'm not going to
Yeah,
say crystals will heal
absolutely, I
you, because
agree.
if you fight
I'm so glad that you do.
them and are non-receptive to these frequencies, you will continue to create the disharmony within yourself. Ultimately,
You know, the accepting thing is just it's just such a cop out, I feel like, because it's very much just the equivalent of being like they asked and shit. It does sound like that, but also like I feel like the reason why they do the accepting shit, they say stuff like that, is because that way, if it doesn't work for you, or if you suddenly don't feel any better because of some crystal that you rubbed under your armpit, uh, is because they will just say that you're unreceptive to it. You are just not receptive to it. Maybe there is some doubt at the back of your mind or some shit. Yeah, to blame you, exactly. So that they don't have to take any fucking accountability. And if it does work for you, they are not gonna say some bullshit like, maybe it's just the placebo effect. Maybe you could use that crystal to calm you down just as much as I can use the fucking rings I wear on my finger every single day. Maybe it's just quite literally the placebo of you thinking that this thing will have a positive effect on you. No, 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 no. They're gonna say some bullshit like, oh yeah, it's the energies that the crystals are emitting that's somehow fucking your brain waves up and changing your inner cellular body level or some bullshit like that. Fucking, oh my god, so stupid. So stupid. Holy fuck. Oh my god.
though, crystals can be
I'm only 2 minutes into it. I'm only 2.5 minutes into it. Sorry. This is gonna be a long one, baby. Source, I made it the fuck up. They did though. Lol, those love markers. Crystal's work. Don't worry. Yeah, I told you we're sleeping late tonight. We might be. If you want, you can leave early. It's fine. I think I might end up doing this for a long time. And I wanted this to be a short stream in the beginning. Holy fuck. If you go back and watch the beginning of the stream, yeah, tomorrow you will see. I started it off by saying I wanted to only be like a short stream, but no. No. Oh, nah, you're gonna miss me if I do. I will, but it's fine, don't worry. If you are really sleepy and you want to go to sleep, it's fine, baby girl. You can go to sleep. It's okay. I don't want to keep you up. You can go get some rest. I'm gonna keep shitting on this either way. Oh, what a cutie. No, no, no. Okay. No, don't worry. I'm good for now. Okay. If let's continue. Fuck. Fuck. Only 2.5 hours in.
Be used to retune your whole being back to a state of harmony and flow.
Mm-hmm.
Crystals have been used and revered since the dawning of civilization. In fact, the Christian Bible refers to crystals over 200 times.
Yes, let me bring up this book that was written thousands of years ago when people still used to have slaves and believed that fucking drilling a hole in your skull was an actual medical practice to let out fucking evil spirits or some bullshit like that. Yes, let me bring up the book from that time period to support my claim. Like, don't get me wrong, Bible has some amazing messages. If you believe in it, there's nothing wrong with it. But like, you can't fucking look at ancient people and say that they were the epitome of scientific research. Like, come on, dude. Bible was to see coming with the thumbnail. Yeah, it was lol a stream without me, as if that could happen. Huh. Lucky true. Yeah, for the headaches, you do you do a whole exactly. Like, I don't know what it was. If it was actually headaches or something, but like they used to fucking it was called trepanning, and they'd like fucking dig a hole in your skull for fucking who knows what reason, dude. Maybe to let out evil spirits or some bullshit.
Precious stones were used in the foundation of New Jerusalem. They were also used in the breastplates of Aaron, the Hebrew.
I heard it was to release the pressure and then you cover it with fabric. I see. But like, what pressure though? Your brain needs that skull thingy. It needs that heart thingy to protect it from,
The dawning of
outside
civilization.
threats.
In fact, the Christian Bible refers to crystals over 200 times. Precious stones were used in the foundation of New Jerusalem.
Ah. This is just, like a pressure in your head that gave headache or some bullshit. I see. I mean, they just didn't know any better. Now we do, but the fact that people still are referring to those people as peak of human evolution, peak of human technology is just insane. Also, this is just such a fucking dumb argument. Like, yeah, no shit, people wear expensive jewels and stuff like that on their body. It, I mean, fuck, if I had a diamond ring, I would wear it too. I mean, maybe not, maybe it depends if on what kind of financial situation I'm in. Maybe I just fucking sell it, but yeah, no shit. I will wear a fucking crystal or a gem or a fucking diamond too. I will wear one of these crystals too. And what a surprise. It doesn't have to do with fucking energies. It's a status symbol, bro. They are expensive. Like, what? What is your argument here? Like, they hold symbolic meaning to some people. What the fuck are you on about?
They were also used in the breastplates of Aaron, the Hebrew high priest. Crystals have been
Yeah.
discovered in the ruins of Babylon.
Yeah, the high priest, or the people who were said to talk to literal gods themselves. You know, yeah, you think that person will not be uh, decorated with beautiful gems and runes and just beautiful fucking clothes in general? Like, what is your fucking point here, dude? What the fuck? Royalty used to fucking eat crocodiles for fun during that time. That's so stupid. I like the idea of crystals having meanings or symbols, but that's pushing it low. It it is. I mean, it's a fun idea in concept, but also like actually believing that shit and actually not going to doctors because you think like rubbing this crystal in the pits of your arm is gonna somehow fucking cure your cancer. That's like another level, you know. Believing it, thinking it's like a fun little thing, that's fine. Like having symbols is cute, but like all that exactly. All of that? Nah, bro, no, thank you. It's cute and all. Like having crystals, gems, like it's cute. I agree. They are cute. They are pretty to look at. I agree. If you are just a collector, you just want to collect them for that. You just like having them, they make you feel good. Go for it. Bro, fucking candles do the same for a lot of people. Candles smell really nice. They look cute. They look nice. People have them. And that's the way crystals should be viewed as well. I don't know why you are fucking assigning some kind of mystical bullshit as property to some crystal when that is not the case. That is not what they're made for. If you like them, cool, cool.
Babylonia, and in ancient tombs of Egyptian and Chinese rulers. This wouldn't be spiritual.
Again, these are royalties. No shit, they decorated themselves with precious crystals and gems and fucking gold and bullshit like that, bro. God damn. Whatever. The scientologists are all the same bullshit. Scientologists, I say, probably. Whole uh, pretend argument. I mean, he French. He indeed.
Weird science without some sacred geometry, though. Remember the 5 platonic solids? Science understands that all atomic patterns and molecular structures were based on these 5 forms. They create the forms that the universe manifests through. Well, here's the atomic structure of a beryl crystal. It's the flower of life, the creation pattern flowing through the structure of this crystal. Now, not all crystals are like that molecularly, but they are very geometric.
That shit is so stupid. I'm losing my English. I get you. I mean, I've heard of this flower of life, patterns and geometry having meaning, and I find it a very fascinating thing, but not real. It's fascinating, but that doesn't make it real. Like, yes, a lot of patterns are similar. But also, like, did you think that people back in the day just didn't know other places existed or some bullshit like that? Like, did you think there was no trade going on between different civilizations? You think they didn't have boats or something? You think they didn't go from fucking Egypt to Turkey or some bullshit like that just to do trade with merchants and stuff and saw them having these fucking cool ass patterns and their fucking architecture saw that and or artists or whatever saw that and they were like, oh, they look nice, I'm gonna incorporate them and kind of copy them a little bit and maybe add my own twist here and there and boom. Nah, they were never. True, true. They would never. They would never do that. Not without my knowledge. They'd obviously let me know first or clearly.
There are 6 categories of crystals. Of course, there are lots and lots and lots of kinds of crystals, but no matter how many there are, they will always be in
Also, I don't even think like my point is the best one. Like, I think I will probably post this on YouTube, and if I do, someone in the comments, please let me know better points to argue with some of these dumb things because I'm pretty sure I'm not even making the best points. I'm just making the ones that come at the top of my head. Like, I am just a normal person. This is not my uh, degree of knowledge. Not my degree of what the fuck am I saying? This is not something I specialize in. So, let me know if you think some of the points are worse. You can think of better arguments for some of them. Yeah, we are not knowledgeable that much. Exactly, we are not. So let me know in the comments if you think some points are just that dumb that even you can think of other explanations for it. Because as much as I would love to think for even more crazy ideas for it, also, like I'm only 3 minutes into the videos, and it is 1:18 a.m. here right now at night. So I can't I can't keep going. I just can't. We gotta sleep later as well. And now that you said that, the believers will hold on that argument. Actually, you don't know what you're talking about. Uh, Probably. Who knows? Maybe I will only get comments from one of those believers. Since on my Bible video, I only got a comment from someone who seemed to be religious themselves. Everyone
one of
else could tell that it was a joke and didn't take it that seriously. It takes you like really, really believing in it hard for you to leave a comment.
these categories: isometric, tetragonal, hexagonal, orthorhombic, monoclinic, and triclinic. For the most part, all of these systems are derived from the hexahedron, also known as the cube.
Also, I don't like, yeah, actually, I want to see their points. It will be fun. Also, like, I don't even think that is the, um, how do you say, dumbest thing ever out there. Like, I don't think platonic solids as an idea is the most stupid thing out there. Um, Now, if you, fucking, add elements to that shit, yeah, that makes it stupid. If you think triangle or square or rectangle somehow makes that thing into fucking earth, fire, or water, and like having these different attributes, yeah, that is fucking stupid as fuck. But like them just existing as like geometrical shapes and platonic solids just being referred to as geometrical shapes, that's completely fine with me. That I find that cool. Okay, also platonic solid, I don't hate that idea so much because it can be used like in a really cool way if you're like trying to create like some kind of fucking fantasy power system. Like in a fucking fantasy writing book, they can be really cool ideas to use. This is why I like a lot of these conspiracy theories because like a lot of them they come up with like very interesting power systems that you can add in like some fantasy novel. But also at the same time, like they use those power systems to like try and explain reality, which is next level stupid. But what can I do about it? What did he say? No, that person was far offended. They didn't get it. I think they didn't. Yeah, you're right. The worst in that video is that it's not this stupid. It's just very wrong because of their own beliefs and interpretation, at least to me. I mean, I agree. I actually I don't know how much I agree though. Is it stupider than flat Earth? That's the real question. Hmm. I I feel like it's dumber than flat Earth. I feel like it is just stupid. I feel like it is just stupid because hear me out on this. I mean, they take true stuff and twist it. Yes, but like at least with flat Earth, I can kind of maybe potentially give them benefit of the doubt since yes, if you would look at the earth, like if you fucking step out of your house and look outside, it will not be round. It will look flat. So like I can give you that. I don't know, dude. The flat earthers proving themselves wrong by themselves make it worse to me, in my opinion. Yes, but like at least like their own points bites them in the ass. It does, I agree, but like at least I can somewhat see why they would think that. I can somewhat chalk it up to like they are they just don't know any better. They just want to believe in something wrong. Whereas with this, like at least you can say like if you step outside your fucking house you will see the earth is not round, but with this if you even like watch your other family member or your roommate, you will see that they are not covered in rainbow energy coming out of their body. You will notice that there is no goo coming out of their body. You know, there is no smoke, there is no aura, there is no light emitting from their body. Unless they actively do something to make it seem like that is the case, or some other issue like that. Yeah, like the horizon point argument isn't that bad, but it's like not even bottom of the barrel. It's like bare bone level zero. But yeah, I see your point. It's something someone else can see at least. Exactly. Like flat Earth is something that I can at least go out and see and still shit on you because you think what you see is always the truth, even though you probably should know that shit like optical illusions exist, where even things that you do see are fake. And in this case, what you're seeing is fucking real. It's just you don't understand, fucking second grade science at this point, honestly. You don't understand fucking first grade science. In this case, I can just chalk it up to that. While in the fucking crystal bullshit, it's like, I can't even see any color coming out of the guy who just passed by me. I legit cannot see some rainbow aura or some fucking vibration going around me that's making me feel sick, okay? Like, what the fuck? As much as you're giving the fucking benefit to crystals for making you feel positive or some shit, how about you just take antidepressants or some bullshit like that and they will have the same effect, baby girl. They will also numb your brain down. In one case, it's just placebo and you were not actually that fucking depressed to begin with. And in other case, you are probably fucking diagnosed by depression itself and are prescribed antidepressants. But still, it works. So, like, what's the difference? Why are you not calling antidepressants having some kind of fucking magical bullshit energy that's gonna somehow change your body and change the rhythm of it and fuck you in the rainbow colors or some bullshit like that? It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Oh my god. I, I don't get people who legitimately believe this. I just don't. I can't even make an argument for them. A good argument, however, no. I mean, if you think flat earthers are stupid, that's still fine. Like, to me, it's still like a close neck to neck competition on who is the dumber one, you know? It's not really like one is more comprehensive. It's still just like, one of them is just a close second right there. If you even want to argue about that. It's not like impossible to see type shit. Yeah, it's close. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, fuck. How long have I been yapping about this video? And it's only been what? Oh my god, 3.5 minutes? Oh my god. Oh my god. That's gonna be a
One
long
of the
one,
biggest
babe.
things about crystals is that they can transmit frequencies. From a metaphysical perspective, we can transmit thoughts and emotions through crystals, but scientifically, does that make sense? Would you believe it if I
No.
said that pretty much all of modern computing technology was based on the living element of crystals? Consider the radio. The first radio was a crystal set. They would cut a piece of quartz crystal and touch a wire to it. The frequencies transmitted through the crystal.
Oh my god, what is that argument? Oh, I. Mm, 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 mm. Bro, I think we might have started before 2 hours. No, I think we definitely started around 3 hours. You spent 1 hour. I got a thing in the background. I start at the same time. It's been 1 hour, dude. 1 hour for barely 4 minutes into the video. That's how stupid it is. That's how stupid it. That is how stupid it makes you for believing this. Stop believing this, okay? If you're watching this and you believe, please do yourself a favor and uh, you know um, learn. That's all I can say. Fucking learn, please. It's it's not true. And also, like,
Scientifically, does that make sense? Would
let's talk about this
you
argument
believe
again
it if
now.
I said that pretty much
Change your beliefs. In this case, yes. Or at least educate yourself. Educate yourself. Don't live in a willful ignorance, man. That can be harmful.
all of modern computing technology was based on the living element of crystals? Consider the radio. The first radio was a crystal set. They would cut a piece of quartz crystal and touch a wire to it. The frequencies transmitted through the crystal.
The quad!
Um,
That's right. The molecular arrangement, of course, is very stable and has a measurable frequency. And because of this, it can be used in basic technology. Nobel Prize winner Marcel Vogel discovered that crystals can be reprogrammed as silicon chips in a computer, and can also be programmed with the energy of consciousness. He discovered that when a person uses a computer,
oh, what the fuck is that argument? That's exactly why I was making that face earlier. What is this argument indeed? Huh. Well, I wonder how long I'll have to. It's basically just the argument of, science also agrees that crystals have this fucking energy bullshit because science uses crystals. Crystals are just conductive and vibrations bounce inside, some like that. It's not that deep. A copper wire does that shit for electricity. Exactly. Fucking exactly. Just because you use something to make something doesn't mean that it's used for the same fucking purpose, you know? Oh my god. You know what? I I don't even need to argue against that argument. That is what it is. That just Jesus was a I like that. I like that. Jesus was a Christian. Bro, I remember that passage in the Bible where Jesus went like, Yo, Judas, have you checked out these crystals though? They give such positive energy, baby. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. You know, I don't need to argue against this. It is what it is. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. If you even believe this a little bit, if you even think that there is some kind of logic behind it, you're too far gone. You're too fucking far gone. I see why she's saying this argument, but it's fucking stupid. And if you can't tell it's stupid at the first glance, fucking educate yourself. Goddamn educate yourself. Learn fucking science, general knowledge, and physics starting from like the first grade level. And at least learn up to like fucking high school level, please. Bro is high on crystal. He probably is to come up with that. Oh my god.
Thoughts are transmitted into the computer by pressing on a keyboard. That information is stored in silicon chips.
Oh my god, that is the dumbest thing I just heard. Did you just hear that? Holy
Thoughts are
fuck, look
transmitted
at
into the
that.
program through
Look
the
at
energy
that.
of consciousness. He discovered that when a person uses a computer, thoughts are transmitted into the computer by pressing on a keyboard.
Thoughts are transmitted into a computer by pressing a thoughts. Your thoughts, like the inside your brain thoughts. Oh, oh, fuck, bro. Smooth brain, no edges, no hills. Oh, what is that? Oh god. What did you I had to literally double take just to make sure I heard it correct. My avatar is having so much fucking movement right now that it's literally glitching, but it cannot be helped. Just realize it is that stupid. The argument is just that bad. Like, fuck. I would accept saying electric energy from body more than that. Literally, that is more accurate than that. Oh yeah, it's giving up. Yeah, my avatar is fucking it's having a movement right now. Since I am physically moving that much at some of the fucking points in this video. God damn, bro. God. Oh. Listen, I shouldn't need to say this, but no. Thoughts don't enter your fucking computer. Computer has its own language. Fucking search up the binary language. It is purely created of zeros and ones. After that, it is done through signals. and some very complicated stuff that even I don't fucking understand. But it is not thoughts. Okay, it is not thoughts. It's technology. It ain't thoughts, baby. It's technology. Okay, like we are progressing so much with our computers that we are now even thinking of creating things such as quantum computers. Yet we still have fucking idiots thinking that your thoughts are somehow goddamn transmitted into your computer through your fucking invisible life energy bullshit. Oh my god. I can see you having a mental health breakdown in live action. It, what, like, what can I even say to some of these points though? They are just, you know, they are dumb. They're just fucking dumb. I'm spitting. I'm actually spitting while talking right now because it's just that shocking. I, I don't know what to say. There. Don't worry, baby girl. It's all right. I know, but people actually believe this. People actually believe this. Some people actually think it's true. They're watching this and they're thinking, "Oh yeah, that makes sense. That checks out, baby girl. Okay, you know what, baby? I completely agree. I see your point of view. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Fucking wave somehow telepathically tell your fucking computer what to do. Okay. Makes sense. Oh, baby, let's go. It's not. Mm. Actually, this is a big reveal right here, but this video is all obviously a complete satire. Obviously, everything the video is saying is true. I'm trying to act like one of those dumb science illiterate idiots who think science is actually real. Like, oh my god, can you believe those people think this is actually fake? They really think that your thoughts don't just tell your computer what to do. Like, oh my god, so stupid, those idiots. Trust me. For real, who would believe that? Exactly. who, who could possibly believe in that? Science and technology, never heard of it, baby. We are all in on crystals.
That information is stored in silicon chips via the medium of electricity. Thought is a form of energy which can be given
The thing is, the worst part is, I know what she's doing.
direction stored in silicon
Watch this again.
and can also be programmed with the energy of consciousness. He discovered that when a person uses a computer, thoughts are transmitted into the computer by pressing on a keyboard. That information is stored in silicon chips via the medium of electricity.
Jesus, it is my science. No, not even that. She's doing that thing where, like, you say something completely absurd a second earlier and say something that is true a second later. Like, yes, call fucking information is transferred in your computer through electrical signals and is stored. True. As far as I am aware, I think that is true. Now, does that happen because your thoughts telepathically told the computer what to do? Honestly, who knows? Maybe she's right. Maybe my thoughts do tell my computer what to do. You know what? I see her point now. I agree. Yeah, I was blinded this whole time. I wake up, sheeple, wake up. Hear the truth. Hear the truth. It's like people in negotiations giving you stupidly, um, giving us stupidly how high or low price, to lower or higher by ton after, blinded by fake religion of science. Exactly, we are blinded by fake religion of science. But your other point was very valid. That is exactly the case. But yes, science is literally a religion. They don't listen to any reason. Why are you not listening to the perfectly sound reason, such as you rub some crystals up your butthole and think that your computer is gonna suddenly type WSD, and then you type it with your finger, and all of a sudden your computer hears your thoughts and it types WSD. Like, come on, that's common sense, baby. That's just science. Okay, that's true science. Actually, that is what actually happens, and everything else is fake. About to plug my PC with crystal. Nah, bro, you don't get it. Your PC is even made of crystals. It's dumb to even argue against that.
Thought is a form of energy which can be given direction through what we call intention. He concluded, due to this discovery, that crystals could also be programmed without the need for electricity.
Oh. You know what? I'm not gonna pause there. I'm gonna wait for an especially stupid point to pause. I can't. Oh God, I haven't even gotten up to 5 minutes in the video yet. I cannot keep doing this. I cannot keep doing this. I'm sure it will fit the outlet. Oh my fucking God. Please just close that outlet. Yeah, I've I cannot keep pausing. Even though every other word that comes out is stupid.
By using just thoughts as the informational energy. Another interesting find is that quartz is composed of silicon and oxygen, a combination known to geologists as the building block of all minerals.
I'm
the
just
living
gonna
element within
drink
crystals
water.
is silicon. Science found in the 50s that silicon shows the same principles of life as carbon. Exactly one
So
octave
I'm
down on the
too
periodic
busy
table
to
from
open
carbon
my
is
mouth.
silicon. Sponges deep in the ocean made from 100% silicon were also discovered, which shows that silicon life doesn't just work in theory, but they actually exist right here on this planet. But get this, the Earth's crust itself is made out of silicon. It's 25% silicon, but silicon bonds with just about everything. So the Earth's crust is actually roughly 80% silicon compound.
Don't drink. She's gonna say something stupid and you will spit it out. Yeah, also I just had to pause for a second here. Anyways,
Literally floating out in the middle of space on a giant crystal
what
ball.
was I about
The
to say
term Mother
again?
Earth compound. But get this, the Earth's crust itself is made out of silicon.
Mm-hmm.
It's 25% silicon, but silicon bonds with just about everything. So the Earth's crust is actually roughly 80% silicon compound. We're literally floating out in the middle of space on a giant crystal ball. The term Mother Earth never had so much meaning as now, as we learn that the entire planet itself is a conscious, living being. She's aware.
Bro, what is that about the flip? Yes, I'll get into that in a second, but like, I just want to point out this real quick. I'm not gonna go too much into it, but like, for all the believers out there, clearly she's right, right? Clearly she's right. Obviously, if something is made out of something, it is in fact alive. As we all know, the ground that we stand on is alive, and it it shits and poops and reproduces every single day. As we all know, water has consciousness, and water is actually alive, clearly. And as we also all know, all the rocks actually have consciousness and they are alive because Earth is made out of that material. So clearly, that material has to be alive and living. She's making complete sense. Like, I'm with you, you believers. I completely agree with you. They're about to use D&D illustrations at this point. I mean, look at that. It's literally Earth breastfeeding us. Also, take that, flat earthers. She's not round. She's not, no, she's, oh god. She's not flat. She's round. How rude of you to say that Earth is flat. Literally, look at that. That doesn't look flat to me, baby. If water is alive, why you showering? You showering is a very illegal action, and it is. It completely is. That's why me and my fellow believers don't shower, baby. we we don't harm water at all. We don't drink it. We don't shower. We don't consume it. If anything, we will not even exist if it was possible just because we are disturbing the space of water. Take the flat earther. She is kind of flat. You got points, but poor girlfriend Ola. Don't worry, my girlfriend will know that I'm just joking about it. She's not that petty. But yeah, take that, flat earthers. The earth is not flat, it's round, as you can clearly see.
So much meaning is now, as we learn that the entire planet itself is a conscious, living being. She's aware of you and everything going on her body. The energies within crystals are universal. Therefore, when you connect
Planets being alive is a interesting concept. I will give you that. I saw a indie horror game about it once. I haven't played it yet. I heard about it and it seemed like a pretty cool concept. A lot of people praised it. So that is a clean idea. I'll give you that. Now, that actually being true and having any scientific proof to back that up is a completely different claim. But I'm not going to get into that yet. Oh my god. Fuck. What? How? I just want to know, how can you say so much fucking bullshit in less than 10 minutes? I've been streaming for fucking hours. I'm literally at 4 hours now. Yet I haven't even gotten past fucking 10 minutes yet. Don't blame me, blame her. She's just. God damn it. What can I even do about it? She's saying so much bullshit.
with a mineral and are open to receiving what it has to offer, and begin to play creatively through your higher self, you can contact and synthesize the energies from which the entire universe is comprised.
What is he saying?
This is why crystals are so powerful, and why they must only be used through the highest consciousness of the individual. Right intention during the use of crystals further
I'm going to be a grandpa before we finish this. You actually might.
serves to connect your personal energy with that of the Crystal Kingdom, helping you get to a place of love, of light.
No way! No way! No way! She just said Crystal Kingdom. That's why I don't play a druid at D&D. Exactly. Too many sweats, bro.
Be used to the
Look,
highest consciousness of
She
the
legit
individual.
said
Right intention
Crystal
during the use of
Kingdom.
crystals further serves to connect your personal energy with that of the Crystal Kingdom.
As if that's like some kind of other fucking dimension that truly exists within a 3D world. Because I don't want to be like that. Too many animal morphing sweat for real. Exactly.
Helping you get to a place of love, of light, and the good of all. Although each and every one of us has an infinite power of the universe within the self, we as humans always like having that support from something external from us. Every crystal form has its own individual energy and its own personality. Each can be used.
Oh man, we don't have infinite energy. We get tired, bro. We just get tired. Like I am getting tired of hearing your fucking bullshit. Uh, whatever, bro. Fuck you. Continue on.
In unique ways to assist one in understanding the nature of existence or moving forward on our own.
The ooh crystal goes hard. Loki
Life path can
does.
be used in unique ways to assist one in understanding the nature of existence or moving forward on our own life path destiny as we're consciously experiencing it. I feel that right now, as people are waking up, we're becoming more and more aware of our ancient knowledge and wisdom. Part of that information that is returning to us is the nature of crystals. I see crystals as being very monumental in the evolution of humankind. They could provide a lot of love, light, and insight for many who are struggling with their own inner demons in this coming time. Things are getting more and more intense, but it's also providing people with the opportunities that they need to raise their own vibrations and frequencies to a level of light and happiness.
See, this is what I was telling you. It's all about placebo, and if it doesn't work, they will just say you are not receptive to it. That's all. That's fucking all. I get they had quite a use at times, but damn, Mamacita, what the fuck? I mean, you can just say like maybe looking at crystals helps you feel calm. Maybe it's like having your maybe like it's like having a pendant or something that your partner or your loved one gifted you in your hand, or just something that you've had since you were a child. That like whenever you're around it, it brings you calm, and just like just positivity in general. In which case, that's like that's good. You don't have to believe that crystals are alive for it to bring you calm. Yeah, effective value, just having a comfort item is fine. Exactly. You can have it as a comfort item without believing that it cures cancer. It's like, goddamn, bro. You don't have to make it something magical. If it holds a meaning to you, it holds a fucking meaning to you, bro. It's special to you. But telling me that random topaz on my chest and a amber on my thigh is the solution. Imagine, you go to the doctor, you have like fucking cancer or some shit, and the doctor is like, okay, so what you need is a blue crystal and a black blister, and you wanna have them on you uh, during the morning. No, no, but what's your sign? Maybe, maybe that's the first question they ask. Maybe that's true. Who knows? I doubt these people who actually believe in this stuff actually go to doctors. So, that not a very fake thing. Fuck, why is my screen suddenly black? No, it's not. Okay, let's
Healing has to
continue.
come from within. I'm not going to say that if you just get crystals, you'll be happier or smarter or heal better. However, think of it like being with a close friend who really cares about you. They will provide their energy and attention to you to help you find yourself in this time of need.
Not a conventional one, but at least. May who can imitate?
Crystals are like that. They will give you support if you allow them to, and open up your heart to the frequencies that they are emitting.
Uh, mm, Let's just take a moment of silence to digest that because I feel like that is a very important piece of information that can change everyday's day-to-day life. Everybody's, I meant, everybody's day-to-day life. Bro, just say that they help you fucking meditate. That works as well. Fuck you, piece of shit. Oh my god, I shouldn't be that mean. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said piece of shit, but like, I'm just saying, uh, you can just use crystals to calm yourself and meditate without having to believe that they have some magical energy. What did you say, bro? And turned into a crystal. Bro, be right back. I need a break. I can't do. Okay, take your time. I might take a break as well, really quick on this one. I know. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, we are also taking a break until comes back, and until then, let's just take a moment of silence to digest this entire video so far. This entire not even 7 minutes into the video so far. Holy fuck. Please take a break too, baby girl. I am. I'll be back in like, what, 5 minutes or something like that. Okay, I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. We are nearly 7 minutes into the video. I originally planned to do more than one conspiracy video. You're good, you sound tired. It's it's the realization that I have to hear this bullshit again. Oh my god. What the fuck? Let's just get this over with. After lol, don't force yourself to. It's not forcing. I kind of told myself that I'll do it. Like, you know, I kind of made a promise, looking like a commitment to myself that I will do this kind of video today. So, like, at least let's do one video, though in originality, I wanted to do more than one, but I I don't think we'll be able to finish more than one. I'm gonna be honest. It's just a guess for now, but I don't think we have to do more than one today. Maybe on some other day for sure. I feel you, no worries. Okay, yes, you got me. So let's do one. Let's finish this video, and then we can go to slide there, girl. Okay, that's fine with you. You cute little princess. Um, no worries, 55. Oh, you're so sweet, but also it's so gay. The chat is again so gay. I
So
don't
where
mind
can you
it
get
though.
crystals? Well, there are several options. The easiest is probably just to find a local metaphysical store. There are usually at least one or two, if not more, metaphysical shops in every city. You can find tons of pocket stones, usually ranging from 50 cents to $2 or $3. Of course, the bigger and bigger crystals you
Oh,
get,
yeah. We're listening to that
the more
again.
expensive they become. If you're hunting for bigger gems to purify the frequencies in your house, it's always fun and cheaper to go gem
Bro, the fuck do you mean by purify the frequencies in your house? You're saying that they're like fucking air conditioners or some bullshit like that. Fucking air fresheners too. What's the difference? Just use the fucking air fresheners. If things smell good, you will feel good. Boom, boom, ba, ba, ooga, booga. Fucking monkey logic, bro. I didn't realize until it's me. What do you mean, bro? Oh. Oh, let's go.
Some gem mines actually allow you to go in with a pickaxe and mine your own crystals, and others have sand and water mining as well. This is a really fun experience, and I highly recommend it for anyone who's exploring
Assuming there are local gem mines in your area. I don't know.
crystals.
I don't care.
Also, I feel it's important to note that if you have crystals and you want to learn what they are, simply do a Google search for crystal properties. There are tons of sites on the web which provide information on the particular
Oh yes, there are tons of well-kept sites on the web. Fucking amazing user interface, bro. Oh God. Lord forbid for spending any time in a multimedia class. Holy fuck, what is this? What is this web interface I'm looking at, baby? Lord have
or
mercy.
personalities.
Lord have mercy. Is this fucking 2025 or like the early 2000s? What is this website, dude?
To learn what they are, simply do a Google search
And all those sites that disagree with
for
each
crystal
other.
properties.
Probably. Or maybe not. These communities then tend to be really nice to each other, spewing the same bullshit.
There are tons of sites
This is like a graphic designer's worst nightmare. I'm not even a graphic designer. I've just like done some classes in multimedia. I had that course for a while, for a few years actually, and this looks disgusting. I mean, I don't mean that as in like, if it's like your first website, that's fine. I don't think I made my first website looking that much better than this either. But also, like, you are just starting out. This should not be your go-to dream level to achieve. I mean, on the stone significant. Yeah, maybe they differ on how important the stone is. Yeah, it's not good for a business. Exactly. That's not the kind of fucking websites to use for a business. Shit, you know what? I could probably make a better looking website than this bullshit by just using fucking Google sites. No joke, no joke. I could make a better looking web page than this using Google Sites, the fucking program that Google gives you, without even needing to program or do any coding or anything like that. You can ask ChatGPT to create a fucking better web design than this. What is this? I'm not gonna buy here. Neither am I. Like, yeah, you could. You are right. You could create something so much better. Fuck. What am I looking
on
at,
the web
bro?
which provide information on the particular frequencies
Bro, stop showing this to me. Look, they even have prizes. So this is meant to sell you shit. It just looks ugly. It just fucking looks ugly. And you are so, like, unbothered by it, I suppose. You just don't care that the user interface looks somewhat pleasant, maybe. Maybe the user interface possibly wouldn't want to make the person gouge their eyes out looking at it. What
or
is this
personalities of
bullshit?
crystals. Crystals and gemstones are one of the most powerful tools available for us in the physical dimension right now. And like all tools,
No, they are rocks. Okay, they are rocks. Yes, they are used for a lot of things. In that case, yes, they have importance, just like how fucking water has importance to us. They themselves are not alive and alive. Yes, obviously, clearly they're alive. I'm mistaken.
the
That's
key to
right.
maximum utilization is to learn how to consciously implement the tool. If we consciously recognize that our own electromagnetic fields are impacted by the energetic quality of each crystal and gemstone, we would see that they create an alchemical response within our own bodies and psychology, which would allow us to use them as the powerful tools
Can you tell me why they create that? Can you tell me how they I know alchemical. I'm fucking bringing up alchemy. I mean, I might as well at this point. Y'all used fucking Bible as your source, so like bringing up alchemy is probably a lot more. How do I say it? A lot more scientific. I feel like just using words to sound smart. It doesn't work, by the way. I know. I know. She's not even like explaining why it works. Like, you remember how in the beginning of the video, both you and I was like, I am curious what kind of points you will make. I am curious as to what your points will be to say that, crystals are alive. And these are the points. Obviously. What could I have expected? Yeah, I take it back. Uh, oh my god. Let's just continue.
that they are. We could use them on a daily basis to promote health, awareness, growth, and evolution within ourselves and the multidimensional lives we lead.
Bro, your model is more alive than those crystals. Like, actually. I mean, my model has its own movements, it's talking, you know. In a way, it is more alive than those crystals, yes. Also, what was I about to say? I was about to shit on something really quick.
Awareness, growth, and evolution within ourselves and the multidimensional lives we lead.
Also, I don't, bro, I fucking bringing up multi-dimensional bullshit and crystal video is just whatever the fuck, bro. But also, like, I'm sorry, but crystals won't evolve your body. Like, you're not gonna have a fucking evolution within your lifespan, okay? Evolution happens in nature throughout the course of like generations, fucking generations upon generations. They don't just happen like one random day, bro. They happen slowly. They progress slowly, baby. It's not. It's. What am I even trying to argue, man? You're right. You know what? You're right. I'm wrong.
On my cosmic travels through life, reality, and the universe, I have come across many things. One of the most amazing of these revelations, however, is knowledge about crystals. What they are, we already know. But what can you do with them? Many of you may have crystals already, but without knowing what you can do with them, they just sit on your shelf, influencing your
What can you do with them, huh? Okay, let's see.
energies from afar. Today, we're going to look at practical uses of crystals in your everyday life. The first thing we need to discuss
You can use them for meditation, the same way you can use candles for meditation. You can use them to create a mood. You can use them to, decorate yourself, fucking look pretty. Yeah, for real. I have raw crystals home. I chew on it in the morning. I mean, don't we all? Don't we all? Holy Lord.
is how to charge your crystals. Just like us, crystals need sustenance. Well, they won't die if they don't get any, but who doesn't love to be fed? One
Rock needs sustenance, huh? Crystals need. I mean, yeah, maybe to form, maybe to become crystals, they do need like other stuff. But to continue being crystals, hmm, interesting. I need you to back up that statement, please.
One way of charging your
Why?
crystals are
Why do they need that? They are they are you know not alive. Fucking hell, bro. Fucking hell. You know the source. She made it the fuck up. Yeah, I think he really did. The bro literally made it. Also, I love how we are just fucking uh switching from she and he over and over again. Because like I don't know their gender, man. I like honestly it ignores the fact that I keep using she and he. I'm I'm just using it as an expression. I don't know either. I've been following what you say. Oh, that's so sweet. Let's continue.
with bigger crystals. By allowing the smaller crystals to receive energy from the points of the bigger ones, you can also do with bigger
Oh my
crystals.
god.
By allowing the smaller
That that hmm. Hmm. That reminds me of something. Hmm. I don't know if you wanna associate crystals with that, but uh, that reminds me of something. Um, it reminds me of one very specific video of like you know, sheesh. Yeah, that, yeah, of course I know. I feel like everyone should. Probably everyone does by now. We know that I know. Yeah, that that looks so wrong. And that you do. Exactly. I feel like even the people who end up watching the video will know what that is. That is interesting. The fact that you will use that as a point, that's very interesting.
crystals to receive energy from the points of the bigger ones, you can also just sit small crystals onto a cluster. However, there is a much easier way.
Yeah, you guys. They
Sunlight.
do.
Just as we receive energy from the sun, crystals also receive and recharge.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, but crystals are not fucking plants, bro. They don't photosynthesis. They don't do fucking photosynthesis. Whatever the fuck, bro.
Under the intensified life force rays of the sun. By letting your crystals spend an afternoon in the sun, they will be bursting with juicy energy for quite a while. Think of crystals like a rechargeable
You're not like that for fucking bullshit.
battery, and by leaving it in the sun, it recharges and stores energy to give to you. If it's running on low, the frequencies that it emits will not be as strong as if it would be at a full charge. You can also cleanse your crystals by
Oh, whatever. I don't know. Fuck oh, I'm not saying anything. Fuck this bullshit. You know it. It's true. It's just true. I was there. I was a crystal in my past life. I know. I know it's true.
allowing them to bathe in salt water for a while. If possible, use sea salt or pink Himalayan salt. If you live near the ocean, you can also let them bathe in the ocean itself. You can also sage your crystals, which is very beneficial for cleansing them and keeping them happy. Letting them sit in brown rice for 24 hours centers and grounds the crystals and balances their male and female energies. When you first get your
Okay. Okay.
crystals, whether it's through a gift or you dig it up yourself or bought in a store, it's usually important that you dedicate your crystals. This can be done by holding onto it and consciously intend that the crystal only be used for love, light, and the goodness of all.
Now I gotta wonder how many times did they laugh while doing this thing? There is no way they got this through a straight face. There is no way they were able to say that whole sentence with a straight face. I've got to know, bro. I've got to. There's, oh man. I know a mustache man that didn't have those in mind when using his crystal. Did he use crystals actually? That will be very crazy association actually. Um okay, yeah. Did Hitler use there is no solid evidence that suggested that Adolf Hitler personally used or relied on crystals for mystical purposes. However, there were certain aspects of Nazi ideology that were interested in occult mysticism and esoteric practices. Some members of Nazi regime. It's only headcanon law. Yeah, I can see that. I just wanted to confirm it was wrong. Okay, you know what? Mm, mm, I want to know which famous, which well-known, I should say, well-known people have used, not used, believe, believe in, so that I can avoid those people. Kanye would be funny. I don't think he's that dumb. Uh, who is that? American actress and businesswoman. Oh, this bitch, the one from Iron Man. Oh, that's crazy. Not um Gwent. I'll know she's the Goop lady. Uh, Chunky Perfumes. She has her Netflix documentary. I mean, who doesn't? Fucking Charlie D'Amelio has her Netflix documentary. Everyone does. I just know her as the Iron Man lady. Okay, what is this then? Who is this? Okay, I accidentally copied that again. Yeah, but her is about wait a second. Yeah, but her is about goop and it's really weird. She is in crystals and other stuff. Like group getting high. Oh, interesting. And crucially observant between themselves. Who knows, maybe they use crystals to fucking have orgies or some bullshit. Maybe they have some sexual energy that we normal plebeians don't understand. Maybe only billionaires and fucking millionaires like themselves can get it. I'm too broke to get it. I don't know. Okay. Uh, Other than the first one, I don't know any of these. Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner. Ka- That checks out, honestly. That checks out. Obviously, she believes in crystals. Victoria Beckham, a fashion designer. Kate Hudson, the actress and entrepreneur who openly discussed her use of crystals. Um, Jim Carrey, an actor and comedian who discussed his belief in the power of intention and energy while doesn't specifically focus on crystal. He has shown interest in alternative spiritual practices that align with the principles of energy healing. Yeah, yeah, I don't know him. I mean, I know him, but not well. I just know him as in like this is some dude I see in memes sometimes. I watched The Mask though, it was a pretty funny movie. And Sonic as well. Wait, I've seen quite a few of his movies. Why does he believe that? I mean, to be fair, he doesn't directly believe it, but still, bad enough. Who is that? Okay, yeah, yeah. This checks out completely. Jada Smith, Will Smith's wife, the one who cheats on her all the time. Yeah, I can get behind that more already. Yeah, but like this, the Jada Smith. Okay, okay. Let me just tell you. Pinkett. Yeah, yeah. Fucking, the Will Smith's wife that cheated on him and openly told him in front of his face how she cheated on him. That beautiful angel of a woman. The person who Will Smith stood up for. Yet she just fucking shat on him later on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That person. Yeah. Not gonna lie. I wouldn't wanna be associated with someone like that. But that's just me. Maybe the crystal people really like her. Nah, she's that for real. She is. She is. I even like Will Smith, but like God damn, his personal life is just sad, bro. Like the thing is, I don't mind if you're a cock or anything. Like if you're into that shit and it's consensual, I don't care. You do you. It's consensual relationships, it's fine. But it's not consensual in this case, it seems like. Will Smith legitimately seemed to have started crying on the fucking documentary or interview, whatever they were having, when she mentioned how she was cheating on him. And she was just talking about it as if she was reminiscing about it. Like it's it's bad. It's horrible. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be the case exactly. Like if it's consensual, that's another thing, but it doesn't seem like it's consensual. You know, and honestly, she's just a bad person. She's just a horrible person. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what people saw in her because she doesn't look that good. I'm gonna say this. Even with hair, she did not look that good. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. She's not like fucking Angelina Jolie or Sabrina Carpenter or some bullshit like that. She doesn't look very good. And usually I don't like to make fun of people by their looks, but you know, she's a horrible person. And it's not like I'm judging her based on her body or anything. No, just Like even the way she's dressed and the way she carries herself, it just looks bad. Yeah, no, exactly. It's just a big no. Well, I guess crystal people like her, so that's fine. Who is that? Who is this? Um, I I don't know about it, but that's whatever. I get you, man. Exactly. Like I don't want to be mean about her. Like I don't want to shame her of for her looks or anything. But it's like not even just her look. It's like I don't want to body shame her basically. But like I'm not even commenting on her body. It's just like her in general. Like not even just like yes, including her looks as well, but like not even just limited to that. Her personality, her mannerisms, the way she carries herself, it just seems ugly. It's just ugly. She's an ugly person. Like she's just ugly. I don't know what to tell her. She's ugly, especially in the inside.
Your chakra system picks up frequencies throughout your whole body, through high frequencies and low frequencies. Most crystals will give off an energy which will resonate to at least one chakra, if not more, which makes them excellent tools for
Oh my god. Wait,
aligning your energy body.
I forgot about this fucking video for a second there. Holy shit, did they just bring out Naruto? Did they just bring out chakras? No.
When you first get your crystals, whether it's through a gift or you dig it up yourself or bought in a store, it's usually important that
No.
you dedicate your
It's
crystals.
not real.
This can be done by holding onto it and consciously intend that
This
the crystal
video is
only be
not
used for
real.
love,
It's fake.
light, and the goodness of all. Your chakra system picks up frequencies throughout your whole body, through high
She did say chakra. She is talking about chakra. Oh yeah.
frequencies and low frequencies. Most crystals will give off an energy which will
The goodness of Exactly.
resonate to at least one chakra, if not more, which makes them excellent tools for aligning your energy body. One of the easiest ways of using crystals is carrying pocket stones. Carry a crystal of your choosing in your pocket for any amount of time that feels right. If you need a lot of help in one aspect of your life, you might want to carry a certain crystal around with you up for even a month. Then after that time, look back at the month and see if the description of the crystal matches what you experienced. This is actually how I first got into crystals. A friend of mine gave me a crystal and told me to hang on to it for a month. I didn't really get why, but I did. After a month, I found out what that crystal did, and it had been affecting me in the exact ways of the description. After that, I was hooked, and have been exploring crystals ever since.
I don't even know. Like she could have just faked that story, but like even if it's real, why would you need that in your pockets to throw it to people like back then? Probably, but like also I don't even think our story is true, but like even if it is, like yeah, the effects of the crystals could have been like very basic. Like maybe they just said like you'll be more lucky. And then from that point on, when you figured out like, oh yeah, this crystal actually increases your luck, all of a sudden, all the lucky things that happened to you within that fucking month, you suddenly associate it with crystals and you think like more lucky things happened to you because you had a crystal. Then in reality, it's just always been similar like that. If anything, life is a fucking upside and down experience. Life in itself is upside and down. It's up and down, up and down. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes maybe you were just having a fucking good month in general, or maybe you're just associating everything good with that crystal, especially. Like, what the fuck? It doesn't have to have magical properties for that shit, well, crystal. Yeah, it makes you just extra aware. Exactly. Like, if anything, this this should, like, if you want to use crystals as just a reminder of like, oh yeah, not everything's bad. Again, nothing wrong with that. But if you think they legitimately like affect you in any sort of way, that's stupid. That's stupid. You can use crystals for like, okay, I guess this is how I should say this. Uh, if you want to believe like crystals make you feel more comfortable and everything, that's fine. Like if that's what gives you confidence to go throughout the day, that's okay. That's your own coping mechanism or something. That's fine. That's your own thing. But like if you believe that this shit is actually scientific, like there's actual studies behind it or some bullshit, and or if you believe that crystal is gonna fucking heal your broken goddamn arm, that you just fucking fell down and accidentally your arm broke, and instead of going to a doctor it will be a better idea to pull fucking 15 Shanghai crystals on top of that bullshit, then no, that's where you draw a line.
One thing that I do quite often is actually make what I like to call spirit water. It's really very simple. All you have to do is place a crystal into a glass or bottle of water for an extended amount of time before consuming. Usually it's recommended.
Mm. Yeah, beliefs are fine, but sometimes there is a too much. Exactly. Like, just don't take it too far. Don't put the health and safety of your own person and other people that you might know at risk just for your fucking belief. Because I've heard this story happening like multiple times during the COVID pandemic, where like these fucking couple, these fucking parents wouldn't believe that vaccines worked, and then their fucking child would die, and they would literally dance on top of the grave of their fucking child as they're collecting money for the funeral. They will still keep on spouting bullshit about how vaccines don't work even though their literal child died from it. Like, it's just, come on, come on. You can do so much better. You can do so much better than that. It, it's just like, I don't even know if I can blame the people or blame the people who spread this kind of shit because I I mean I just don't believe in it. I just don't know what kind of mentality you have for you to believe in it. That's it. That's fucking it. I I I don't know. I don't get it. Like I get it. Sometimes you're at like really low points in your life, but most and I would say a lot of people don't really start believing in this shit at a very low point. They just believe it. I think there is never one group 100% at fault. There isn't. Yes, but also like at what point do you start blaming the actual people for it? It's very much the scamming thing we were talking about before. Yes, scammers are bad. That's just a universal. Spreading misinformation is bad. That's just a universal thing. But at what point in- are you to take your own fucking blame for falling for a scam because you invested in something called the Hawk Tua coin or the fucking Ding Dong coin? Like, at what point are you gonna take your own accountability? At what point do we hold the actual fucking people accountable? both parties are to blame, even though it's like 90 to 10%, for example. Yes, yes, I agree, but a lot of the times, like, I feel really bad for people who actually believe in this stuff. Like, it just makes me feel really bad that they distrust authorities and science to such a level that they would sooner fucking let their children die than, fucking take them to a hospital or something. Yeah, that makes me really sad. But also, like, recently I've been thinking, like, at what point do you blame the actual parents for it? Like, at what point do you just blame the actual people believing in it? It just hurts to say. Exactly, it does. Uh, yeah, especially when it leads to death, for example, or something like that. Exactly. Like, it's just, and sometimes it doesn't even have to be that. It's just like, you believe in this fucking random bullshit and then you spew this bullshit to your kids while they're growing up. And then they believe in the same bullshit as they keep growing up. And then it just passes on like that. And their just mentality never changes. They never question it since they grew up hearing this all the time. And then they end up doing something that hurts someone they love or that hurt themselves. And, like, who is to blame? I say most of the fault falls on the people who actually spread the misinformation. But also, I kind of blame the people for falling for it too. Like, you are committing a willful act of ignorance after a certain point. But there is people in this situation, like how you get there. Uh, I mean, sometimes their situations is really like desperate, so I kind of get it. But still, like, sometimes people know it is and still go for it. Yeah, yeah, they do. Sometimes they do. But uh, for those people, I feel like most of people who know what it is, I feel like they probably just go to a doctor once shit really hits the fan. Like, once things get really hard, I feel like they just go to a doctor. Because as much as it is fun for them to believe in fucking crystals, I feel like after a certain point, shit hits the fan, and they're like, no, we need to contact a professional. It's the other people who are too far gone a little bit. For the situations, yeah, some are terrible ones, but some are in so good, you wonder how they got there. I mean, yeah, but like, it's very rare. The other case is very rare. Like, for this bullshit to actually work, it's extremely rare. And and also, like, other thing about this stuff is the fact that not only is it rare, but it could have happened because of a lot of other reasons. Honestly, it's more of a cash grab with desperate people or people that seek some sort of help. It is. It exactly is. That's exactly why they do this, I feel like. It's just to cash grab. Like, not gonna lie. This sounds mean after that whole tantrum, but like I've wanted to always try and spread like a conspiracy theory just for fun. And like I've never really wanted to spread like an actual mean conspiracy theory or anything. Just like something very, very basic. Some bullshit like, oh yeah, did you know that all cats actually wanna kill you secretly or some bullshit like that? Just like completely harmless conspiracy theory on Facebook. And I've always wanted to see how many people would actually fall for that bullshit. Because I know whatever the number is, it's gonna be disappointing. Because if the number is higher than 1, then that's already disappointing enough. Anyways, let's continue. Yeah.
Recommended that you wait 24 hours before drinking the water, but even several hours will yield slight changes in the water, especially if you meditate with the water. You can also leave the water out in the moonlight or sunlight for a day before consuming while the crystal.
You know, you can just meditate. You don't have to believe that these magical energies heal you or just for you to meditate. You can just do it. Like, if you like to do it in a spiritual kind of environment, if you think that works better for you, then sure, go for it. But like, normally, you can just do it either way. It's just good for you. Like, meditation is good for you. I don't know. Oh.
Crystals are in the water. If you really want to get creative, try mixing and matching crystals in the water. For one day you could put in an amethyst, and the next you could put in citrine. This actually goes to the phenomenon of water that researcher Masaru Emoto had been studying and researching.
Oh yeah, this fucking scammer. Do you know who this asshole is? Also, I'm eating right now. That's why my avatar is doing weird shit. Nope, you're not gonna believe this. He's the dumbass. So basically, he wrote like this one book that says that water is actually alive. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I also need to eat. Unfortunately, I am a human. But yeah, he basically made this book. He wrote this book basically saying how water is alive and based on the way you talk to it. Yes, you talk to the water. It freezes very differently. So, like how snowflakes look so complex and different, that type of shit. I mean, snowflakes do look beautiful, but like, you know, he is saying bullshit like, oh yeah, if you are mean to the water, if you say profanities, if you say naughty words, um, while the water is freezing, the water will freeze differently. But if you don't say naughty words, then it will freeze normally or some bullshit like that. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. I can't believe people actually believe some of the shit he says, man. He wrote a book about it, and it seems to have sold well
For a very long
since, you know,
The phenomenon
we talk about it. It's just,
in which water that had been blessed froze into beautiful crystals, and the water that was projected negatively onto froze into gross or ugly crystals. Now, we have an entire
exactly, I just told you. It's exactly the bullshit of like, if you're mean to the water, it will freeze differently than if you're nice to the water. Like, bro, water just freezes differently depending on the environment, temperature, literally everything else. including that whatever fucking weird bullshit you're saying. Like that isn't included in I was mistaken there. Without including that bullshit he was saying. Like it just fucking freezes like that. It is affected by like 1,000 other things before anything else. The only way I can even see you making an argument over this fact is if you start saying some bullshit like, oh yeah, but if you scream at water, then the vibrations coming from your mouth will affect the water's vibration in some sort of way, in a very quantum mechanical molecular level. In which case, I will just say, shut your fucking bitch ass up, okay? That is clearly not gonna make enough of a difference for it to be easily noticeable by naked eye. You dumbass. It sounds so stupid. I know, and it is. It is. It just is.
Entire
Not only it just sounds stupid, it is stupid. Like,
lesson about water coming soon, because I know a lot of people want to discuss that, so in the meantime, we won't be going into this at this time. The reason I bring this up, though, is that this does grant you an opportunity to try this for yourself. I highly recommend placing several crystals in water and letting them sit for 24 hours. You can also place a plain glass next to it. If you want to, meditate with the crystal water and project love and health into the water. Then, drink the water and compare the difference yourself. I have done this many times, and I can always feel the difference. And from the people I've talked to who have done this as well, most people do. In my experiences,
you know, let me just mention the fact that in one of the glasses of water, you have a fucking rock inside of it. You think that's not gonna change any sort of taste whatsoever? And even if that wasn't the case, bro, even if that was not the case, it just clearly like a fucking placebo thing. I won't utter a word for my well-being. I mean, it's just clearly a fucking placebo. I give you 2 fucking glasses of water. I say one is from Dasani and one is from the fucking tap. You will not be able to tell me the difference. You might say this one is from Dasani, this one is actually from the tap, this one is from that, this one is from. When they both could be from the tap, you might just start like fucking psychoanalyzing that shit. No wonder it's gonna be different. People are just built like that. They just try to find patterns in everything. Like, bro, it's also like kind of a placebo effect. I don't exactly know the exact thing of what it is, but yeah.
this rejuvenated water is smoother and cleaner than it is when you first pour it. So putting crystals into your drinking water is a very good way of keeping your body hydrated with some living, healthy water. Crystal grids. Many of you may have seen
And see, she or he, they are saying to put fucking water in. No, to put crystals in the water without fucking while you're about to drink it. So no shit, the taste will be different, bro.
seen the YouTube video Spirit Quest 10.5. In this video, Jordan demonstrates how to make a crystal grid around your house and what it's used for. A crystal grid is an energetic grid that you can create around your house that fills your house or room with energy by connecting several crystals together through the power of your intention and energies of the crystals. If you happen to have several larger crystals and a wand crystal, you can make a crystal grid around your house or room, or wherever you are. Place the crystal around your room. The crystals do not have to be in a geometric pattern, but if they are, it will only serve to strengthen the grid. Consciously connect all of the crystals together using a wand crystal. You simply have to point the wand at a predetermined master crystal, usually a quartz, or something bigger than the rest. While holding onto the crystal in your mind, then move the wand to point it to the next crystal, and draw a connecting line in your mind. then continue to make lines between it and the other crystals. You can go between all of the crystals and back to the master, or back to the master for every one, or anything you want really. Let your creativity guide you. You can also program your intention into the master for whatever you want, whether it be abundance or healing or spiritual development, and allow those energies to flow through all of the crystals in the grid. Something I've been playing with for a long time now and have had wonderful experiences with is what I call the bed chakra charge. The day that you charge your crystals in the sunlight, take 7 crystals, 1 for each chakra, and place them either under your bed or in between your mattress and box spring in the order of the chakras, lined up with where your body is while you sleep. You can do a little meditation with them too if you like. Set the intention for them to provide you only with the highest of frequencies for you to explore. Then, go to bed. The first time I did this, as well as pretty much every time after, I would fall asleep and wake up after about 4 hours or so. Except I would be fully charged and wide awake, as if I was an iPod plugged into a socket and I'd be ready to start the day. None of that lazy, tired morning routine at all. It was phenomenal. Not only that, but I also had amazing dreams when I did that. And I don't
You know, recently my sleep has been pretty good. I've been having dreams all the time whenever I sleep. But I don't do this shit. I wonder how that's possible. Huh? Tell me. How? Hmm? You fucking dumbass.
always
I don't need to do this to feel good. Yeah, I guess, you know what? I guess I'm just better than y'all. You fucking idiots need all this crystals, all this bullshit to feel better. I'm just built different, baby. I was just born like this. Fuck you. I'm being so mean. Oh my god. I I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry. I'm just a little exhausted of the fucking video. And also I'm eating, so like I'm a little distracted. I'm almost done with the food though. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, done. Mhm. That was yummy, tasty. I love that. Thanks a lot, Mom. Continuing on.
remember my dreams. Again, I'm not saying that this will happen, but that it's a possibility as it's what I experienced, and it would be very interesting to see how others reacted to trying such an experiment. Also, don't feel that you need to place the crystals under your bed. If it's not possible, you could put them in your pillowcase or on your night shelf or something like that. The possibilities are infinite.
Or put them in
And
your
of course,
fucking
we
ass
could not talk about
fly.
crystals without talking about meditation. You can learn so much from crystals by working with them in meditation, and they can also greatly benefit you with finding the peaceful meditation state if you're struggling with it. You can sit in the traditional lotus position with a crystal in each hand, or you can sit with a single crystal in your lap. You can also just place them nearby if you don't want to touch them. And of course, like with the bed chakra charge, you can place crystals on each chakra as you lay down, and allow your body to receive their energies naturally and
Why can't you just say that meditation is good for you? Why do you have to bring out the crystals to somehow say that meditation is good for you? Why do you feel the need to say that you need to bring out the fucking chakras and crystals whenever talking about meditation, huh? I wonder why.
intimately. What you experience from working with crystals will be up to you to discern, but many report crystals magnifying one's personal energy by merely focusing and connecting it with the universal energies. Crystals can assist in manifestation, but one must understand the difference between want and need. In manifestation, there is a thin line between helping the universe provide that which is necessary and attempting to force the universe to provide that which is desired. Unfulfilled want is one of the true sources of unhappiness. If one wants something desperately enough and is unable to attain it in one lifetime, they might keep drawing themselves into additional lifetimes until that want is fulfilled. However, need is always fulfilled, as long as it's not blocked by want. Although, of course, one might need to work to fulfill that need as well. It will come. Certain crystals, like citrine, are helpful in manifesting abundance into your life. Although in what sense, that is totally up to you. Ultimately, you are the one pulling the experiences of receiving towards you, and as long as you are open to receiving, energy can keep flowing in all aspects of your life. Finally, and this is something I found in one of my favorite crystal books, Love is in the Earth, but I haven't tested it. Supposedly, gasoline mileage has been enhanced by placing a quartz crystal on the carburetor or on the fuel line. Increases of up to 50% have been reported. Mechanical portions of the automobile have also been treated by placing a crystal
Using the
on
same
or towards
fucking
the equipment. There has
argument
been many
when you
reports of
did
crystals that have been placed in
in the
automobiles to
beginning.
encourage the protection and safe passage of the drivers and
Fucking
passengers,
dumbass.
as well as maintaining the vehicle itself. Whether you're skeptical of crystals or not, you gotta admit there's something absolutely magical about them. And hey, why not just pick up a few?
You know what? I agree. There is something magical about them. They do look beautiful. And you know what's the best part? I don't need to believe that I need to rub them at the fucking bridge of my ass crack for me to think that they are magical. They just look pretty. That's enough. I like them. I think they're beautiful. I don't need to believe in fucking 7,000 other bullshits that you was spewing for me to like crystals. Plus, I don't even have any, to be fair.
Just to find out. You won't know until you experience it.
Obviously.
And now we're going to look at some crystals that are more commonly used in crystal healing and energy work, so that you know exactly what kind of crystals are best suited for helping you on your path to ascension, as well as the shapes and forms that they come in. Crystal fun fact for the day: almost all crystals grow in hexagons, which we know from sacred geometry is a very pure form that comes out of the flower.
Mm. You know, I can kind of get behind it. Maybe, I guess. Hexagons are cool. I like hexagons. They are underrated, I feel like. So sure. You can say that.
Of life. Supposedly, though, there's a very rare crystal that grows in a star tetrahedron or Merkaba form. I've never seen pictures of it, but if anyone out there has information or pictures of such a crystal, I would love to see it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we could show it to everyone on Spirit Science. Okay, let's start with crystal formations. When a crystal grows on a base called a matrix, it forms what is called a crystal cluster. They generally look something like this and emit a massive amount of positive energy into an environment.
They look pretty. Just say that. Just say that, bro. You don't need to emit fucking positive energy to fucking look pretty. They look pretty. I'd love to buy one. Sure. They just look
They're
cute.
great for having around your home or workspace. Most crystals grow terminated, which means pointy on one end like this. Sometimes you can find double terminated crystals, which grow in clay pockets instead of on a matrix. They are pointy on both ends and emit energy from both sides. Geodes are another great formation for having around the house. These are mineral products of volcanic bubbles. Very powerful. Crystal spheres are crystals that have been contoured into a spherical configuration. This is one of the most powerful forms of.
You know, you are right. Volcanoes are very powerful. Like, quite literally. Also, what is this bullshit, man?
Crystal can take, because it emits the same frequency in all directions. When held or worn, they purify and fill the gaps in the entire auric field.
Bro, what fucking energy are you even referring to? Yeah, the spiritual energy? Can you give me fucking any proof, any evidence that that shit exists? Like, please, please, I beg of thee, show me something.
If you have a larger one, you can gaze into the crystal to help with the evaluation of a present situation or circumstance. If you've ever wondered where the legends about psychics with crystal balls came from, it actually has some substance behind it. Crystal eggs are similar to
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No. Maybe the fucking crystal idea was, in fact, uh, um, true. Maybe they did use one of the crystals to depict psychics and shit like that, but psychics are not real. They don't have any substance behind them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people can't fucking read their future, man. Read your future, I mean, or even their own. I mean, maybe they can a little bit. I can say that, oh yeah, I'm not gonna get drink coffee tomorrow morning, which I'm not, since it's already morning and I will be sleeping throughout the morning probably. So yeah, that's exam.
spheres, but are in an egg shape. These are great for meditation and used in reflexology, zone therapy, acupuncture, and shiatsu. It contains a harmonic balance of male and female energies. Crystal singing bowls are a crystal that has been fashioned into a bowl. You play it by moving a mallet around the outer edge, and it creates an absolutely
That just sounds nice. Sure, I'd love to have one. It, I don't, I don't believe this is gonna somehow fucking solve any of the issues I might be having in my life. But hey, it sounds nice. It's like fucking having an air conditioner or like a candle or some bullshit like that. Like, hey, it smells nice. I'd have one, sure. They are nice to have, right? I don't need to believe the fucking air conditioners is fucking putting out some sonic vibration energy out of their function that's gonna somehow heal my brain and make me into next Einstein or some bullshit like that.
beautiful sound. If you haven't ever heard one of these before, you have to hear it in person. The sound resonates through your entire body at so many frequencies at once. It's amazing. Palm crystals are wide oval.
You wanna see sound resonate, you wanna feel sound in your whole body. Play some bass boosted music with your headphones on volume all the way high. Or go to a fucking really loud concert. You wanna experience a sound that's gonna make you feel. Just go to one of those concerts.
Shaped pieces, which are great for meditation. You can get crystal pendulums, which are dowsing tools for following your intuition. The basic idea is that you hold it in your left hand and ask yourself a question, and allow the pendulum to swing. Depending on the direction, if it swings or goes in circles, it gives you a yes or no answer. Try this one out for yourself. It's actually pretty cool on how it works. Phantom crystals are very cool. These are crystals that grow over top of other crystals. So what you get is a crystal with an amazing crystal phantom in the middle. They're very beautiful, very powerful, and supposedly great for working with past life. Memories and meditation. A tumblestone is another word for what I call
I can't believe I had so much energy at the beginning of this fucking video and now I'm like drained. I think your crystals have fucking drained me of their not crystal, your fucking video and the crystals that you're showing in the fucking video has drained me of my energy and left me as a fucking empty shack of my former self. Oh my god. Oh, baby girl, what the fuck is going on? What is this bullshit I'm listening to?
Called pocket stones. It's a piece of raw crystal that has been tumbled in a metal canister until it's nice and smooth, and feels like a pebble. Great for pockets and pillows. Wands are solid pieces that have been carved or smoothed into a wand shape, and sometimes have metal, wood, or other materials attached to it to design the wand. Wands are excellent for directing energy and healing work or making crystal grids. Okay, now let's look at some crystals themselves. We'll go over the basics and also note that I'm providing a PDF of all of this crystal information so that you can print it out and keep it in your wallet so that you can have a handy, quick reference guide to crystals whenever you're out and about. I can't tell you how handy it is to have when you walk into a store like this. Agate is known as the Strength Stone. Courage and strength for body and mind. Facilitates perceptiveness and precision. Is grounding and energetic. Balances the yin and yang energies within the body. Aquamarine provides emotional and intellectual stability and clarity of the mind. Aids with
What I just mumbled there was probably as fucking useful for you than this whole thing that she's about to tell you next. Oh my god. What I mumbled is probably more true than this.
self-expression, calms nerves, dispels intolerance, and helps banish fears and phobias. Amazonite aligns and balances the mental.
It's a rock. It's a fucking rock. Please. I'm saying this on top of my fucking microphone because I don't know how else I can get this fucking dramatic effect on, and I don't have enough energy to actually speak loudly, so I'ma just say it's a rock, okay? It's a fucking rock. It's not alive. What energy are you fucking talking about? The energy at the rim of your fucking asshole, bro. What are you saying? Oh my god. What am I listening to, baby? Oh my lord. What is this? What? Oh my god. Ah, whatever. Let's just continue. Let's just continue.
And etheric bodies, calms nerves, aids creative expression, and cuts through illusion. Brings joy, clarity, and an understanding of universal love.
Why?
Rose quartz is the stone of love. It balances, heals, and rejuvenates the emotions, cools hot tempers, clears stored anger, guilt, and jealousy, and encourages compassion and harmony. Calcite facilitates an awareness and understanding of nature, aids in the remembering of astral travel experiences, and alleviates fear.
Why do they do that?
Carnelian aids concentration and memory, stimulates the inquisitiveness and dispels apathy, enhances
Can you
attunement
show
with the inner
me
self.
the proof?
Lapis lazuli enhances awareness and intellect and enhances psychic abilities, helps overcome
How
depression,
do they
aids
do
creativeness
that?
and protection. Smoky quartz dispels negativity and releases emotional blocks, provides grounding and protects,
Why
as well
does
as
it do
enhances channeling power.
that? No.
Clear quartz is the spirit battery, excellent for meditation, amplifies
Why
energy
is it
and
the
thought, as well as
spirit
dispels
battery?
negativity, aids communication with every dimension.
Fuck, I forgot what I was about to say about this dumbass. Oh, fucking bullshit. What was I about to say? Baby girl, what was I about to say? Let's see. I'm talking real close to the microphone right now. Okay, let's see. What was I about to say? Let's just
Thought, as well
watch
as
it
dispels negativity,
back.
aids communication with every dimension. Clear quartz is the spirit battery, excellent for meditation, amplifies
yeah,
energy and thought, as well as
What is a spirit? Why is a spirit? Why does it exist? How does it exist? Do you know how it functions? Can you show me the proof of its existence? Can you show me why it exists? Can you show me why it has any energy either? Can you show me how it affects the spirit? Can you show me why it affects the spirit? Can you show me any studies done on this? Can you know, just show me any kind of fucking proof, bro? Instead of
Dispels
you just saying that it happens, instead of just you fucking saying like, oh yeah, that's the case, that happens, blah 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 blah. Like a fucking little baby,
negativity.
just repeating the same bullshit you fucking have in front of you at the. Oh, I don't want to be mean. I shouldn't be mean. I shouldn't be mean. I didn't mean it like that, but you know. Mm, show me some evidence. Show me some proof. I'm just a normal person. Sure, I wouldn't understand everything, but like, I'm sure if you have some evidence and proof, actual experts would probably talk about it. You know, it will be maybe the discovery of the century. You are pretty much discovering, or not really discovering, but proving the concept of an entirely different field that science has never known that existed, which is spirit world or fucking spirit energy or whatever the fuck that bullshit you're spewing is. Like, you will probably win a Nobel Prize or something like that. Like, can you show actual proofs, actual theories of this shit? Can you actually show how this shit functions? Like, I'm just joking because I know that you can't. I know that you fucking can't. So, yeah, whatever. I feel like I'm being so fucking mean in this video, but I just feel like it's sad if people actually believe that this shit could cure cancer or some bullshit like that.
Aids communication with every dimension. Amethyst is the peace stone, ideal for meditation and enhancing psychic abilities. A great calming influence, very protective and
Why
inspirational,
is it a peace
radiates with
stone?
divine love. Malachite aids intuitiveness and transformation, balances, clarifies the emotions, and clears the subconscious blocks and reduces stress. Sunstone dissolves negativity while grounding your root chakra and providing the energy of the sun in the palm of your hand.
You know what will happen if you actually had the energy of the sun at the palm of your hand? Yeah, you're right. Your palm wouldn't fucking exist. It would burn away. Okay, you wouldn't exist. You would probably burn away yourself as well. No, what the fuck, bro? What kind of claims are these? Whatever place sold you that shit, that place will probably be charged for like fucking health and safety regulations and leading to their customers' death or clients' death or whatever the fuck, man. What what are you saying?
Enhances the masculine nature and is great for working on projects. Moonstone, on the other hand, stimulates confidence and balances the emotions, helps with intuitiveness and perception, enhances the feminine nature, and clears the auric field.
Well, whatever. I find these things cool, like as a concept, like you have a stone And you just check it online what it means just for the fun of it, just because you think it's funny. But like for people who actually believe this shit and were legitimately like, sabotage their own health or the health of their loved one just so that they can continue believing in this shit. This is not a joke. This is not funny. This just does not work. Like, I'm sorry. I find it cool, but that's about it. I don't believe in it. Like, goddamn, what do you want from me?
Peridot
Listen, I'm a fucking geek, okay? It can't be helped. I find geeky shit cool. And it's that simple. I hate to admit it, but I am a fucking geek, okay? Considering how much fucking shows, books I've read and all that fucking random bullshit, how much fucking fiction stuff, fiction
inspires
books and
happiness.
stuff I've read. Yeah, I am a geek, but like, so like, I find this shit interesting, but listen, I don't believe in it. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it's not true. I don't know.
This one is great for making your days brighter. Strengthens and regenerates the individual, and reduces anger and jealousy.
Why though?
Selenite
Why
is an
does it do
excellent
that?
stone for pushing further spiritually. It stimulates the third eye and crown chakra, and provides
What third eye? What third eye are you talking about? Where do I have a third eye, huh? In the fucking in my colon? Bro, what are you even saying?
clarity of the mind and expands one's awareness of the self and those around you. It is very intense, this crystal. And these giant crystal mines in Mexico are actually selenite. Just remember not to use it in water, as selenite does erode, and you'll be drinking little crystal bits, which probably isn't best for your digestive system. Citrine is the stone of abundance,
You don't say. You don't say.
joyous, warm, and energizing.
How about also saying that they don't really heal shit and you should probably go to a doctor? Huh? How about just saying like, they don't really heal much. You should probably still go to like a professional in case of an emergency, huh? How about also saying that? Can we get one of those? Huh? Probably not.
Raises self-esteem, stimulates mental focus, and aids the enlightenment with the higher self. Attracts and maintains abundance. Kyanite is a fantastic stone of alignment and strength. It never needs to be cleansed or charged in the sun. It grows in long, fibrous strands, and that's what it does to your energetic body. It strengthens and aligns all of your chakras to each other.
Tell me, why can't I see all these colors? When I look at myself in the mirror, why can't I see all these colors in photos? Actually, why can't I see all these colors on another human beings? If it's real, why can't I see it? Why is there no proof of them? Actually, what am I even asking? Proof that's fiction. That's fiction to most of the people who spew things about crystals healing cancer.
Obsidian grounds and protects against negativity, aids in the understanding and clearing of subconscious blocks.
Whatever. I'm not saying anything.
Tourmaline is the protection stone, wards off fear and negativity and protects on all levels, enhances inspiration and encourages self-confidence and understanding. Sodalite rationalizes and aids clear thinking, bringing clarity and truth, enhances communication and creative expression. Tiger's Eye brings cheerfulness and optimism.
I just might end up cutting this whole part down from the fucking video because oh my god, it's just how long are you gonna do this? Okay, thank god it's about to be over. Never mind, I don't think I'll have to cut it then.
Optimism, enhances clarity of thought, balances the yin-yang energies, and helps soften stubbornness. Now, what we just looked at were a very basic and simple understanding of all of these crystals. If you really want to dive into each one, there are literally pages and pages of things that you can read about every individual crystal as well. The different properties they have, the energies they hold, the frequencies they emit, and the structure of the crystal themselves, and why it's relevant. There's a lot more that we can go into, and by Googling each one of these crystals yourselves, you can also find tons of more information about these.
You know what's really funny? This is hilarious. Can you imagine like a geologist actually studying about crystals and rocks? And for their project, they have to research about this one specific crystal, and they just like search it online, and they all that they find is this fucking mumbo jumbo bullshit about how crystals will heal you, and you need to rub it in the rim of your asshole to cure cancer or some bullshit like that. I know I keep saying that, and the video hasn't even said anything like that, but like it just gives those kind of vibes, you know. Imagine, imagine like an undergrad geologist wanting to study about crystals, yet all he ever finds is just the fucking spiritual mumbo jumbo on every website.
These crystals. We're going to start by talking about orgonite, and then we're going to move on to what I call the crystal movement. To discuss orgonite, first we must discuss the basics of orgone energy. Simply put, orgone is energy. In fact, it's another name for the multi-named etheric energy that is everywhere and embodies all things. Reiki energy, prana, biomagnetic energy, chi, soft electrons, and life force energy are all names for the same thing. An orgone matrix or orgonite crystal device is a device that provides assistance with working with these etheric energies. Orgonite both
Are you sure they're all names for the same thing, or did you just make that up? Did you just pull that out of your asshole?
releases orgone energy when stimulated by other forms of energy, and has the capacity to change orgone energy from one state to another. It is especially suited for dissolving negative energy in an area and converting it to balanced, healthy energy. This makes it especially useful in a wide range of applications, from alternative health, radionics, and other traditional metaphysics. Where did orgonite come from? Well, in the 1930s and 40s, Dr. Wilhelm Reich was able to detect and measure the existence of etheric energy, which he called orgone, using a modified Geiger counter. He determined that
You know, it is true. I'm just using ChatGPT to do what little research I am doing, but like, you know, I don't, I don't really think people who are fucking spreading misinformation on the internet uh, deserve any much more effort than that from a normal person like me. But just in case, I will search up organs and see how real they are. Organize. Orgonite. Orgonite is a material that is claimed to have ability to balance and harmonize energy, especially orgone energy, a concept introduced by William Reich in 20th century. Reich, an Australian common use people who believe in orgonite often use it in various forms, such as pyramids. Scientific perspective. The scientific community generally regards orgonite as and the concept of orgone energy as pseudoscience. You don't say. There is no empirical evidence supporting the idea that orgonite devices have the claimed effect of energy fields, health, or well-being. Orgone as a concept has not been validated through rigorous scientific research and study, and claims about orgonite's healing properties are not supported by current scientific understanding of energy or physics. Despite this, many people continue to use organized based on personal experiences or spiritual beliefs, and there are numerous testimonials and allocated reports from individuals who feel they have benefited from its use. In summary, organite is a mixture of resin, metal, and crystals that some people believe can harness and transform energy. Though its effects though its effects are not scientifically proven, it remains popular in alternative wellness and spiritual communities. But it should be approached with an understanding that the claims are not backed by mainstream science. Yeah, I wonder why. What is this? Proponents of organoid believe that combination of organic resin and inorganic metal materials helps to create constant flow of energy. This idea that organized can convert negative energy, often referred to as door or dead organ radiation, into positive energy. Or positive organ radiation. They claim that organoid devices can help improve mood, promote well-being, and even neutralize harmful electromagnetic fields from electronics like cell phone or computers. And it's like every fucking conspiracy theory connected in like this massive entanglement, this massive web. How did the fucking organite people also happen to just believe that, you know, somehow, uh, computers, phones, and 5G rays from your internet will kill you? How? I mean, uh, actually, who knows? Holy God. Oh, God. Oh my God. Why am I reading this at fucking 4 a.m.? 4 a.m. I'm reading this bullshit. And I'm sorry to tell you this, but it's fake. Also, I think, okay, this is random, but like, I think Baby Girl just fell asleep watching to my video, which is really cute. I hope you're having a nice time sleeping. Good night. Take care. You can check out the war or something in the morning, so it's fine. But yeah. Oh fuck, organite whatever the fuck bullshit is whispering. Oh man, they heal you from 5D radiation from your cell phone and shit. Also, like the accounts of people, I mean, one, they can easily be fucking faked. And two, it can be fucking placebo or something like that. Like, again, whatever.
From? Well, in the 1930s and 40s, Dr. Wilhelm Reich was able to detect and measure the existence of etheric energy, which he
No.
called orgone, using a modified Geiger counter. He determined that by stacking alternating layers of fiberglass, which is an organic substance, and
Mhm.
steel wool, an inorganic
Mhm.
substance, you could attract and collect orgone
I
energy
just
of both positive
I
and negative
just read that.
polarities.
Yeah.
He called the positive energy POR and the negative energy DOR,
DOR.
which stands for positive orgone and
And
deadly
negative,
orgone.
deadly, yeah.
He began constructing a
Negative,
device that was
deadly,
able to
whatever.
successfully heal his patients of various ailments, including various forms of cancer, by having them sit inside the box for periods of time. In 1986, scientists at the University of Marburg in Germany published the results of a blind study which showed that 30-minute orgone accumulator treatments caused a consistent psychophysiological effect. They published that their investigations displayed evidence for the assumption that the properties of orgone accumulators and its effect on humans factually exists. Reich's work continued into the 60s by a really open-minded Russian scientist named Dr. Nikolai Kozyrev,
Also
among
known as
others,
fucking
who also
placebo
scientifically
effect, I
proved that
suppose.
such unseen energies do exist all around us. This work led to the Soviet military using torsion field sciences in their military defense applications, which shows that amazing discoveries that can change the world can both be used for the light as well as the dark.
By the
In
way,
continuing
I'm
this
just
work,
saying,
modern
this is
science has
over
taken it to whole new levels in trying to figure out the nature of dark matter, zero-point energy, and the vacuum flux, and these are all discussions for another time. In 2000, orgone accumulators came into being when Don and Carol Croft discovered through much
I'm not
research
gonna
that
say
mixing
it,
organic
whatever, it's
fiberglass
true,
resin and
it's
metal
true.
chips poured into
No.
small molds like paper cups and
You-
muffin pans would produce a substance
You wanna
which would
know
attract
it's not
etheric
true?
energy.
Fucking
Then, by
do
putting
your own
crystals into the
research.
mix, you get something even more amazing. Carol Croft, who was incredibly gifted in sensing etheric energies, found that adding a quartz crystal to the orgonite would cause the orgonite to not just attract all kinds of energy, but rebalance and transmute all of the negative energy into positive. As we learned in Crystals 1, this is because the molecular structure of quartz is incredibly stable and harmonically aligned with the geometry of the universe. Organic substances attract and hold a scalar charge, while metallic substances tend to repel it. Basically, orgonite pulls in bioenergy, and while energy is inside the device, metal particles and organic resin both push and pull on it in all directions at the same time. This puts
I was
friction on
just
the energy,
gonna,
where the crystal will begin to create order for
earlier I was just gonna say that, that study and that scientific guy that you mentioned and Russia and everything. Yeah, that happened in the 20th century. We are in the 21st century. Years have passed since we didn't have fucking phones back then, dude. Like, wow, what do you want me to even say, bro? Fucking science evolved. It gets better as time goes on. Dude, no, what the fuck do you want me to say?
from chaos by aligning the structure of the energy into a more positively aligned pattern. Crystals and gems all have their uses that we've looked at, and orgonite does too. Orgonite is good for putting in an area that is needing a transmutation of a lot of negative energy into positive energy, and
Yeah, try that. Try that. Try, you know what? You know what? I know a very great idea, actually. If it is so effective and if it is so useful, just put organites in prisons for a week and then release all prisoners. All their negative energy will be converted to the positive one, and then release those prisoners to people like people who like to spread misinformation. Let's just say that. So that those people can check and make sure that they are indeed positive individuals now. Actually, no, that was mean. That was again mean. That was rude. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. That was very mean. I hope you're fine. Don't worry. You're gonna be fine. You're probably making more money than I am. I don't know why I'm fucking apologizing to you. You're fucking rich off of this bullshit. You have over 1 million subscribers. Your videos get at least hundreds of thousands, if not fucking millions of views. You're pulling in enough money to live a comfortable life. I don't know why I'm saying sorry to you, but I am.
depending on what that situation is, you may need lots or very little. There's actually one final thing I'd like to bring up about orgonite, which is actually called tower busting. It has been widely experienced that the widespread use of cell phone towers create a thick blanket of DOR, or negative orgone energy, around the areas between them. This saturates our homes and communities with negative energies that promote drought, negativity, fear, and so on. I'm not saying that the towers are causing the negativity of the world, but perhaps just stimulating or intensifying it. However, it has been experienced
Yes, it has been experienced indeed. It
that
has
this can be
been.
remedied by placing or burying orgonite at the base of a cell phone tower. Thousands of aware
It has been experienced by your average 31-year-old quintessential Karen who also believes that uh, wearing a mask, who also believed, I should say, back in the pandemic that wearing a mask was infringing on your God-given right to, breathe air and pollute everyone else with your fucking diseases. And that putting a mask on just will suffocate you to death, as well as vaccines are the work of the devil, and Bill Gates is in fact the Antichrist, and the Trump is second coming of Jesus Christ. Yes, yes, it was in fact uh, it was in fact you know uh, believed by those individuals,
and
especially.
selfless, beautiful people in the world have begun doing this and slowly helping out in what is being called the orgonite gifting movement. And this is happening all over the world. And we need your help as well. To find out more about orgonite, check out www.orgonite.info, where it talks about the science behind it and the gifting movement and how to get involved yourself. Or check out the link in the comments to an article by my friend Trey, who makes orgonite and has written a big explanation about how and why it works. Now we're going to move on to the crystal movement. Now, I realize from the
You don't tell me that the people who want to sell you that magic crystal which will heal you from your cancer also are the ones trying to convince you how they actually work and do sell, um, cure you from the cancer. I wonder why they want to tell you how they work. I wonder why they came up with all those ideas. Yeah, I wonder why the people selling those um are also advocating that you should buy them and that they are really useful. I wonder why, truly, like it's a mystery why the people selling those um, are acting like that. But who really knows?
title, you might be thinking, what? Is this some kind of new movement like Zeitgeist or Occupy, only based around crystals? Well, not really. But if we follow through with this shift in consciousness could be an incredibly smooth process. Crystals, being conscious, don't just like sitting around in the same spot all the time. They like to travel, just as most people do. Crystals move about when they want to. They change owners, jump out of your pocket, and flat out abandon you when the time is right for them. If you are in tune,
At this point, you might as well just say that you believe in Toy Story. That's just as believable. If you believe that Toy Story is real and toys are actually alive, honestly, that movie probably has more world building and logic behind its world than crystals do. So, you know what? You might as well just say that you believe in Toy Story, and that to me will make just about as much sense as this, honestly. You're on the same level if you say that.
you will be able to know when a crystal is ready to move to someone or somewhere else. Just like people, when we are done with a task, it might be a time to move on to something new. Crystals are the same way. I've had many experiences where a crystal of mine that I loved decided to leave, stay somewhere else, be with someone else, or just flat out vanish on me.
Decided to leave. You know, decided to leave. A rock decided to leave. It decided to move. A rock, a piece of rock, a piece of moving, immobilizable rock. A fucking. Oh, shut up. It's true. It's just true. I don't know. I'm trying to deny it to feel better about myself. It's just true, man. I don't know.
It's all fine though, because that's where it went, which means that's where it needs to be. The crystal movement is about the movement of crystals across the world and into the hands of the people. It's time for crystals to help the human race find ourselves and return to a higher state of awareness and frequency by bringing in pure and high frequencies that we need. All over the world, people are beginning to give crystals and move them around. They're giving them as gifts for holidays and birthdays. One thing I've started doing is actually carrying around a little bag of crystals with me all the time to hand out to people that I encounter as I go about my day. When a person who's down on their luck asks you for some spare change or a cigarette, you can reply, "Sorry, I don't have any change, but I'd love to share a crystal with you."
I've been watching this shitty fucking video for like past 4 hours at this point. This 30-minute video, I've somehow stretched it to like fucking past 3-4 hours. And you know, this, this, this I feel like is the most beautiful part of it. This is the part that I wanted to see more of. Oh yeah. Some homeless guy asks you for some spare change, and instead of money, you give them crystals. But are you gonna tell them to fucking eat that shit, huh? Get a fucking kidney? I mean, true, that works, I suppose. If they get a fucking kidney cancer, or not kidney cancer, kidney stone, or some bullshit like that, if they literally can't digest a stone anymore, they will be hospitalized, so they won't be, homeless anymore. That, you know what? That works. Oh my god. First time. First time actually showing something that works. Instead of giving them food or money to buy them food or anything. No, give them fucking rocks. Who knows, maybe shove it down their fucking mouth. This is so beautiful. You know what? I gotta replay that thing just to watch it again.
And then briefly, cigarette. All over the world, people are beginning to give crystals and move them around. They're giving them as gifts for holidays and birthdays. One thing I've started doing is actually carrying around a little bag of crystals with me all the time to hand out to people that I encounter as I go about my day. When a person who's down on their luck asks you for some spare change or a cigarette, you can reply, "Sorry, I don't have any change, but I'd love to share a crystal with you," and then briefly describe what it is this particular crystal does, if you know, and wish them safe journeys on the path that they are.
Yes, yes. Give the hungry homeless man a rock. Give them a freaking rock to eat, so they end up in a fucking hospital. That way, I mean, I suppose that way they're not homeless anymore. So it. Oh my god, you know what? This works. I mean, I haven't tried it myself, but I think this works. This probably accurate.
They are walking. I encourage everyone to try just doing that. What you're doing is literally giving.
Yes. Obviously, dude, you do. Obviously. Encourage everyone to give homeless people fucking rocks instead of actual food or clothes or money. Yes, so useful.
Giving out a little pocket of love or abundance or insight.
Yes, my fellow homeless person. I found this at the nearby park. Very important rock, very important crystal. You should take it. I'm sure your luck will get better and you will have a home by tomorrow. Worry not. It will heal you of your homelessness, you dirty peasant. Oh my god, what is this bullshit, bro?
And who knows what will manifest into their life.
A home will, trust me, a home will manifest.
Feels absolutely incredible. It's so good to share
Obviously, obviously, it feels incredible for you. I can just imagine how much fucking condescending I would feel. I can just imagine the superiority complex I'd have if I fucking start giving fucking stones to homeless people. Literally like some fucking royal shit, as if like you're fucking some nobility. Throwing out your leftovers to the fucking peasants, bro.
crystal magic with people and to see their eyes light up when they're holding
I'm sure their eyes light up. I'm sure that's just the thing they want. after 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 a hard day of struggling to just survive, I'm sure that's exactly what they need.
their brand new rose quartz or kyanite or whatever. Ultimately, it's just spreading goodness.
True.
If you're shy
It
and don't
is. I completely
necessarily want to
agree.
hand them out to strangers, you could also just leave them wherever you go. Jim Carrey said that he used to go around and write, "Have a great day" on $20 bills and leave them around the city for others. You can do that with crystals. Can you imagine the feeling of stopping to tie your shoe and finding a beautiful piece of rose quartz just saying, "Take me"? Now imagine being able to give that to
No.
others. Compassion, love, and gratefulness are such powerful and incredible emotions and frequencies, and love will be the force that brings us together. Now, we have mainly been focusing on what smaller crystals can do. Pocket stones are wonderful on an individual basis, but now let's come up with some ideas that we could do with larger crystals. Large crystals are very powerful. You can do a lot with large crystals, and you can help a lot of people if you
Obviously, they are very powerful. What is not, honestly?
put them in the right places. For example, putting large geodes for healing and love in hospitals could help many, many people recover incredibly quickly.
That's exactly what I've been saying this whole time, bro. Why do you need all these big scary machines, huh? Why do you need that fucking uh I can't think of the name of that thing no. Yeah, defibrillator to fucking recharge your body to get your heart beating again. Huh? You can just have some crystals in there, baby, and they will just work all the wonders. Why why do doctors even exist, bro? Just fucking throw crystals in the hospital so you can just go in and out. I swear to God, this is what I've been saying, baby. Big pharma. they've been they've they've been stealing from us all this all whole time. We could have just had crystals instead of doctors who studied their science for decades and decades before they got that position. Nah, bro, we don't need that. We need crystals.
Geodes for healing and love in hospitals could help many, many people recover incredibly
Obviously,
quickly.
it could.
Crystals around your home can influence or aid in your family life. Putting crystals in the classroom could help students both learn and grow more as individuals and communities. We could install large crystals of
Sure.
abundance and love into homeless shelters, and who knows what could happen. Even smaller businesses
They will reproduce, I suppose. I don't know.
can benefit with some crystals around the office or work environment. I feel it's very important that we start investing in crystals and fast, not because of the economic
Ah, obviously, you feel that way.
reasons, but because of what it will do for us and what beauty and love it could bring into our lives.
You know, I do agree. They look very, very beautiful.
So, how do we do this? This is probably something that needs some organization, and we need to follow through. On the Spirit Science website, we've been partnering and working with many people who work with crystals. Our friend Kiko makes chakra
Yes, I wonder why the channel who is literally getting profits and probably some money in one way or another, be it directly or indirectly, would be promoting crystals that you could also conveniently buy while going through their page. I wonder why, you know. I wonder why they would go and call for a more economical change in the crystal world or some bullshit like that.
necklaces, which you can get through the site. We're also working with my friend Trey, who makes Orgonite to help get as many of these Orgonite devices out to the world as possible. How about bigger crystals? We feel this is have to going to work on a community basis. Obviously, not many people have hundreds of dollars to spend on crystals to share with their communities or workspaces, or local hospitals, shelters, and schools. However, collectively we do. I encourage everyone who is on board with this to share these videos and information with all of those around you, and look into
No, no. Actually, maybe yeah, maybe yeah. I mean, I will be making a fucking video on this. I mean, I am making a video on this. I just haven't posted it yet. So maybe in a way, yeah. Fuck, I was adjusting my water bottle and my chair, and now my avatar looks like it's fucking disco dancing.
collectively pooling your resources into bringing some powerful, energetic fountains into your environment. Not only will this bring in a lot of good energy, but it will also create a lot of love connections between the individuals who are sharing the experience of getting crystals together.
It might actually work, but also like at that point, let's be fucking honest. A beautiful fucking office working space or a beautiful studying space in itself will just make you feel good when you are studying or doing any sort of work. Like you don't need crystals for it. It just makes you feel good.
And if you do put crystals in a home or workspace or environment, take a picture of it and send it to us. We can put it
No,
up on the website and show how the crystal movement is doing. To
no.
wrap this video up, let's conclude with something really awesome. The 13 Mayan crystal skulls. What are they? What were they? What do they do? I'm going to share what Drunvalo Melchizedek has shared, but there's a lot of information available out there. Perhaps we can go into a full story another time. In a nutshell, 13,000 years ago during the fall of Atlantis, the Maya took their calendar and left Atlantis.
Huh? Excuse me, what? What?
13,000 years ago during the fall of Atlantis, the Maya
I love how they're just saying it so casually. Like, oh yes, as we all know, as is common knowledge that was taught to us along with alphabets during our kindergarten years, along with, you know, things such as the Roman and fucking Egyptian civilizations existing. We obviously had Atlantis, so back in the day during the fall of Atlantis, like what the fuck, bro? What the fuck are you saying? I mean, I should have expected this from this channel, but still.
took their calendar and left Atlantis. During this time, they carved a large crystal skull out of quartz crystal and held a ceremony. One person, who was trained and prepared, would consciously drop their body and enter into the skull, where they would reside within for the next 13,000 years. Then, every 1,000 years, another ceremony like this would take place. The ceremony involved a being who had an understanding of everything humankind knew at that point, and then entering into the crystal and saving these memories within the skull. Kind of like the Mayans would hit file and save as every 1,000 years to preserve what they knew. Supposedly, this year in 2012, they will hold a final ceremony with all of the crystal skulls coming together to reveal all of this ancient knowledge to the world and allowing it to enter our consciousness once more.
Fuck, it's such an old video, but yeah, there, that ends it. Oh god. Oh my lord. Oh, I'm not even gonna make comments on any of the fucking Mayan stuff. It's it's true. I don't know what to tell you. It's just